Steel Toe Morning Show.
Yo, doggies, what's going on? Oh, I can't steal Lewis's thing and call everybody doggy. That doesn't work. Welcome to the show, a very unoriginal open to Steel Toe tonight. I'm Aaron, that's April.
Howdy.
And we've decided, you know what? Why don't we just give some shit away tonight?
Oh, tits, I need paper. Damn it. I forgot.
All right.
Can I get some paper?
Why don't you go get some paper? We're going to give away a VIP tonight. If you don't know what our VIP program is, it's the 3 T-shirts, the hoodie, entry into a $100 drawing every single month, and 2 tickets to every live event we do, which the next one is going to be March 23rd. I just have to find a venue. I want to do it in Cold Spring or St. Joe. I really do. I think La Playette might be a good spot. Or, you know, you could do Sal's. Sal's has a stage. It's possible. Anyway, want to do a show March 23rd, and then you just get to say, hey, I'm a VIP. I'm claiming my 2 tickets, and there we go. So $10 tonight. You throw in $10 on any platform, whether it's PayPal, Streamlabs, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, whatever. $10, go. You're in. You can enter as many times as you'd like. Anything over 25 is going to go towards tomorrow. Any qualifiers over 25 will go toward tomorrow. And the other thing we're going to throw in this particular package is any leftover certificates there may be, if there are any. April will throw those in as well when we send the VIP package out to you. Okay. Whether that's Stoney's or Midland Armory, any leftovers from this past month will go right to you. So, $10, throw it in. We'll draw for a VIP at the end of the show, and hopefully we put on a great show for you as well. I saw in the chat that the air fryer debate is still going.
I can't believe it. It lasted all day.
I was moderating comments today, and they were still talking about the fucking air fryer thing in the comments section of today's episode.
Kitchen appliances seem to be a hot topic.
I guess. I didn't know.
Fast food.
Fast food places and household kitchen appliances are really hot debate topics. And people with Down syndrome playing high school basketball.
Oh, yeah. Got to come up with the name.
Those were the big topics today. And Nagger Nancy 420 says, April, I ordered 3 years ago and never got anything. Oh, April, 3 years ago. We've got to get on that.
I don't believe you.
I ordered the extra large steel toe mankini and the small cock cage. Yeah, and you didn't get that to him?
I don't know why I wouldn't have. That sounds like fun. I should have ordered one too.
Piece of shit. I wanted to get to this comment. I'm going to have to unpin the message real quick so I can get to this. Irish Diesel, before the show even started today, apparently upset with me that I'm giving away a VIP. This is the rage of the internet that I always kind of have to laugh at and be bewildered by because I don't get it. I don't get how someone's life could bring them to this spot where they're writing this in public and not embarrassed. What's the point of giving away a VIP? You hate your YouTube and Rumble subscribers.
It's news to me.
I apparently hate all of you. You said so when you were crying about going back to the dying medium that is radio. I don't know what made you so hostile that you have to, throw this kind of stuff out. Literally, all I was saying was we need to go back to radio so we can make some real money and stop begging you guys for it. And then we keep doing the show on YouTube and Rumble, just like we always have. Probably, honestly, a better show. When you have breaks in between and you have to kind of play with the lines and everything. It's a more artistic, funnier show.
It's crafted. It's professional.
It's a lot better. The problem with internet and podcasts, all I said was, we're not going to ever grow. Like, we've been in this window since we came here, and that window hasn't moved. We're never going to grow. There's too much out there. The internet is not for making money and growing. The internet is just for jacking yourself off and throwing your shit out there. So if we hadn't had a radio show before this, nobody would be watching this. Nobody. So yeah, we need to get back onto a platform where you can actually grow and get paid and do all of that stuff, so we don't have to keep asking our audience for it, quite frankly. So if that means I hate the YouTube and Rumble subscribers, Irish Diesel, okay, I guess we'll go with that. But I honestly do not know where the hell that came from. It seemed really weird.
And I want spicy.
Yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys tonight because it's a little, some people get a little silly. Zen Rhino says, isn't March 23rd the same day as the WATP live event with ROTC? Didn't you get invited to that? No, I didn't, because I'm not important enough. Because I host a tiny, teensy little show that has its teeny, tiny little audience and its my little cottage industry that we have here. That's it.
Where is that event again?
Florida.
Yes, I know. Where?
I don't know. A Florida place. A place in Florida. I think Tampa.
Okay.
Tampa Bay.
You mentioned something about how you would have liked to go to something like that, but maybe not this time.
Yeah, maybe not this
I don't
know. James says, well, either you're either for the air fryer or not is what you... Yeah, someone said, oh, I missed the air fryer saga today. I don't know if it's a saga as much as it was just a bunch of people saying people who like air fryers are gay. And then the people who like the air fryers claimed that the people who don't like the air fryers are gay, and vice versa. They just kind of went back and forth at how each one of them is gay. I will tell you this. I did not hear any cogent points for or against. I just heard a lot of mudslinging.
Yeah, it would have been nice to hear if there's like certain food items that are better in an air fryer
We
than
did hear
anything
wings.
else. Oh, well, wings, yes. I've heard people make steaks in an air fryer. That seems risky to me.
Relax. Just
and
calm
weird.
down with that shit.
Right.
Calm down.
You make steaks in a nice cast iron pan.
Douchey Nazi says, oh, we hate you too, buddy. Smooches. Thank you. I appreciate that. The Happy Plague Doctor says, give away an air fryer to the most desperate bachelor in the chat. That would be kind of a fun bit, to give somebody an air fryer.
Oh, I'm seeing Mr. Q right now, too. Like, I have your shit again in the truck. I sent Mr. Q a package months ago, and
Okay.
apparently he never got it. I don't know. So he keeps emailing me, and I feel like shit.
But you've got it.
I have the next package I'm going to send you. I'll let you know.
Ryobi, becoming a member for his 8th month, says, hi, guys. Acknowledge me. Hi, Ryobi. How are you doing?
I'm so stressed right now.
Why?
Shit like that does bother me. Like, I do feel bad because I do my damnedest to get it there fast enough.
Yeah.
And some people just don't get it because somebody steals their mail or it went to the wrong place. I've heard it all.
Theron Bussey says you could be Chode on 103.7. Did Chode make it back to St. Cloud? Did he take over for Baxter when he retired? Good for that guy. He's a cockroach. He's never going away. Chode. It's just embarrassing that there's a radio guy named Chode, but
I think
it is radio.
Chode is embarrassing. Meat sauce sounds embarrassing.
That's kind of embarrassing.
I think those are the worst ones.
Hobo Chili says, breaking news, Aaron hates the chat. More news at 11. Jake in the Hudson says, don't buy it. He gets back on radio and he's out of here. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to skedaddle. Because you know what people like when they're doing a show?
What's that?
Fewer platforms to be heard on.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't want to be heard on more platforms.
Yeah, why would he get rid of you? He used to simulcast like back in the day and he liked it.
Like everyone's like, if he goes to radio, he's never gonna stream on here again. I'll hit the same buttons on radio that I do here now. and we'll just go live, and you'll watch the whole thing. Don't sell yourself short. You're the hottest show on Rumble and fastest growing show on YouTube, says Paul R. Nelson.
No, I think
Nope.
you need to hit like a viral moment in order to do that.
Yeah, we're not going to hit a viral moment with the fucking Down syndrome basketball play. Like, our show is just not built to grow.
It's
Our
not
show-
the right format.
Our show is built to have its audience and play to its audience and entertain its audience. Because anytime someone sees something where they're like, yeah, I want to check this show out, they check it out and then they're horrified by something else they see.
Yeah.
And they're just like, you know what? I can't with this show. Wild Cards becoming a member for 19 months. Thank you very much,
Thank
buddy. Jake in the Hudson says, Steel Toe Air Fryer available soon. Someone get us a deal. Rebel Fluff says, watch when you get kicked off radio this time. We'll get to see you simping for D-Live. Goofing. No, the next time on radio is my last time.
You'll open an OnlyFans finally.
It's, it'll definitely be OnlyFans time at that point. No, this will be the last one. I've got a run to make. I've got a syndicated run in me, I think. We've got, a big radio run in us, and then if I don't fuck that up, I'll just ride that off into the sunset while on here as well and streaming and simulcasting. If I fuck that up, I'm done. You can't.
That makes sense.
You can't keep fucking up, you know?
Right.
At some point, if you keep fucking up, you have to acknowledge, well, maybe I'm a fuck up. Zen Rhino says it was growing. You were getting 1,000 subscribers a month. You'll grow again. Yeah, now I think we're doing like 100, which is fine.
Well, what's gay is that once the COVID bullshit hit, everybody has a channel now.
Yeah.
Every single person. It's so saturated.
Mr. Q says, I think you got bigger. I found this show about a year ago, so unless you are losing people. Well, no. I mean,
no, we're not.
No, you're always grabbing new
Right.
people. And we also did fracture our show. When we got suspended from YouTube, we went to Rumble, and we were doing like 1,000 to 1,200 people a show at a time. I mean, not a show, at a time. And we were like, God, we really don't want to leave. So we split our show. We said, if you guys like us here on Rumble, we'll stay here. And then we'll also bring back YouTube. So we took our 500 to 600 people at a time. We split it in half. And I guess now we're at 700 to 800. So that is growth. But I don't know. You just kind of.
Its growth is just never as fast as you want it to be.
Right. No Pen 15 Fathead says, you didn't fuck up. Some cunt in Iowa fucked it up. Yeah, but you walk into those punches, you know? You can't walk into
You
those.
just didn't recognize who you were poking fun at first.
Yeah.
That was your mistake.
That's it. Just remember, if you get the radio gig, no Spank the Monkey in the studio. Well, I think this is going to be my studio.
Yeah, actually, that'd be kind of nice.
Yeah.
So would you actually then start jacking off down here?
Then I'd probably start jacking off during commercial breaks. What are you going to do?
Just for old time's sake.
That's going to be weird. Like, if we go back to radio, 4 to 5 minute commercial breaks are going to be weird. What are we going to do with ourselves? There's a lot you and I can get done in that amount of time.
Yeah. Get new drinks, go to the bathroom.
Take a nap.
A nap? Oh, my God. Boy, that's risky business for me closing my eyes for that long.
I've done it. Kraken Slappin' says, Steel Toe ruined a date for me. She found out I listened to you guys and everything went south. Better to find out she's a loser early.
Oh, that makes me sad. He's a nice guy.
Sorry, buddy. I apologize, Kraken Slappin'. That's technically my fault. All right, guys, let's enter that VIP drawing tonight. Also, if you donate anything tonight and it's not for the VIP drawing, we'll just count that towards tomorrow. $10 on any platform gets you in the drawing, and we'll pick a VIP at the end of the night, and we'll send that package out to you the next time we do it. We kind of have to do these every once in a while so we can build those new VIP packages up to the point where we have a full order for people. Throw me one, Daddy. I'm Milan. Put me in the drawing. Is that No Pen 15?
I think it's No Pen.
That's No Pen. Doesn't make any fucking sense, though. Wild card, any chance you have the radio show where you stole the Ask a Cop bit from KCLD after JJ Dewey? No, I don't have any of those. I wish I did. I really do. Mindy and Wild Card, both entering once for the VIP drawing tonight. Thank you, guys. Very, very much. JJ was keeping the radio wars alive today, says Zen Rhino. Oh, JJ Stoner was?
Uh-oh.
Okay, good.
What happened?
What did he say? Was it about me or was it about April's hair? Because his real war, I think, is with April's hair.
What is wrong with my hair?
He fucking hates your hair.
Does he hate that it's a natural blonde, perfect Aryan blonde hair? What
I
is
don't
it?
know.
Is it too long for you? I don't get it.
He doesn't.
Is it too thick?
I think he thinks you're too thick. Like upstairs, not hip-wise. He said, just let him make fun of April's hair and move on. No, what fun is that? You drag shit out to an obnoxious degree. You beat it until it's dead. You revive it, and then you beat it some more. You know what this is? This is all those goddamn drugs he does. He smokes the weed. He does the cocaine. I don't know what he... You know what? I got to stop.
Wow.
I don't know what the fuck...
I would pump the brakes on that one.
I don't know what he does.
Jesus.
But he smokes the weeds, the reefers, and then he gets unmotivated. And he goes, oh, man, just let me make fun of her hair and move on. We have to commit to this shit. Just because you've been leaning on the ganja so long that you can't commit to anything doesn't mean that we can't keep this bit going. Come on, where's your sense of motivation?
Nobody has the staying power and the endurance for this type of shit that you do.
These goddamn potheads not knowing how to drag shit out. Son of a bitch.
Except a nice toke.
Yeah, he knows how to take a nice drag on one of his bongs.
I hope he changes the water.
I like not being a weed guy. I get to say stupid shit, and I have no idea if it's right or not. He's always taking his bowls and blowing them.
Yeah, you don't blow bowls.
He's blowing his bowls and making all the weeds come out.
What in the hell?
And getting all inebriated with his bongs.
You sound so old.
He's got his dabs all over the place.
What's a dab, Aaron?
I don't know. It's a guy just doing dabs. I don't know. He's just on weeds all the time.
I'm ashamed.
Goddamn guys on all the reefers and marijuanas.
The reefers?
Yeah. Ain't making fun of girls' hair.
Must be the ganja.
Weed marijuanas make you all sexist. It's terrible. Yul Gibbons says, JJ says if you want him to stop, he needs to see April make a perfect grilled cheese, Italian sandwich, and spaghetti. Then he'll see why you keep her around. Well, she makes a great grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Italian sandwich? I mean, she can probably pull that off. Spaghetti. Oh, she's the best spaghetti maker in the world.
I mean, I think so.
That's not the only reason I keep her around. April could make a balding man happy with that hair toupee. Oh.
Thanks.
Douchey Nazi says air fried an aviation day story. We're not doing more air fryer shit. Yeah, Sid Saraf says the wacky tobacco.
The devil's lettuce.
That's what that JJ Stoner is doing. Devil's lettuce, jazz cabbage, electric lettuce, wacky tobacco. And he's dabbing all over the place.
No.
Yeah.
I bet he's not.
He's blowing his bowls and his dabs, and he's got his bongs all over the place. Smoking the Chiba.
Chiba?
Yeah, the Chiba.
This is all hurting me somehow, and I'm not a weed guy.
Yeah, he's smoking Sinner's spinach.
Sinner's spinach.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there?
Satan's algae. Yeah, I made that one up. Got all his marijuana pills. Thank you, Rexdart parody account. Got all his capsules and all his CBDs.
Cretin's cabbage.
Cretin's cabbage. All right. Well, thank you very much, JJ Stoner, but I don't need you to move on from April's hair. It doesn't hurt my feelings, and I don't really listen to her when she says it hurts hers. So nobody here's really being affected.
Did anyone hear that? Can anyone document that for me, please?
Cheesy Grin with $9.99 says, does this get me in the VIP DACing? Yes, put him in the VIP DACwing. Cheesy Grin with his $9.99. $10 anywhere gets you into the VIP DACwing today.
Thank you.
My favorite cartoon growing up, Dackwing Duck. It's great. Yeah, Mary Jane. He's using the Mary Jane all the time.
How did we forget Mary Jane?
Yeah, the Danky Nuggets.
No.
Smoking them tweeds.
Ditchweed.
Is what he's doing. Back in my teen years, my mom would get mad at me smoking marijuana out of my Billy Bong. Oh, man. Talking mall dope, $6 a gram, says Patrick. Mick Marshall says, never been a weed guy. I'm scared of needles. Yeah, exactly. That's my problem with weed. I can't snort stuff up my nose.
Wow. Why don't you just eat it then?
I don't like lettuce. Make a salad out of it. You know.
You're strange.
Remember what Ed Norton thought about weed in the one movie? He said it was like some sort of person or shit. Yeah. What was the guy's name? Curtis, put that out. Weed is for
Oh.
And you know what's funny?
Oh, yeah.
You know in the movie Next Friday,
What?
Uncle Elroy tells Craig, he goes, I know you smoke a little weed. He goes, how do you know that? He goes, 'cause your lips turning black. I always thought that black people's lips turned black if they smoked a lot of weed. I just thought that was a real thing. So if I saw a really dark-lipped black person, I was like, that guy loves weed. Holy shit.
This is troubling to me.
I didn't know a lot about black people because I didn't really,
You need to pay attention sometimes.
I didn't really go around them very much,
Even I know that their lips don't turn black because they smoke weed.
I just, what was I supposed to do? Ask one of them? No, thank you.
No.
Zen Rhino made a clip. Let's see what we got.
Well, thank you very much, JJ Stoner, but I don't need you to move on from April's hair. It doesn't hurt my feelings, and I don't really listen to her when she says it hurts hers. So nobody here's really being affected.
Did anyone hear that? Can anyone document that for me, please?
I do look fat tonight. I'm bloated from something. I don't know what it is.
What'd you do?
We'll get past it. I was at the gym today and everything.
What'd you eat?
Sweating my dick off. Everything you ate.
Probably not, actually. I had some food when I got home.
So did I. I had a Pop-Tart.
I had mac and cheese that I made yesterday, but I dressed it up a little bit. And then I had a couple of those apple things.
Just apple things. The breads that I got. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. We got $10 each person gets them into the VIP drawing today. Matthew B. with $50. He wants to be in 5 times.
Hell.
And Jolene with $10. She wants to be in once. So Matthew B. has now just taken an overwhelming lead.
Thank you.
In the VIP drawing tonight with 5 entries, if you guys would like to check on that. All right, let's get started. I want to play this Sean Strickland thing that Sage sent me because it's really good. We have an update on someone we haven't heard from in a long time. Do you remember Let's Go guy from the gym?
Yes.
Somebody sent me a text, a listener sent me a text and said, so my son happens to know the Let's Go guy.
Okay.
He goes to the Princeton Health Club also. The Let's Go guy's car was broke down on the side of the road. He stopped to help. Long story short, Let's Go guy is alive and well, other than he's out of car now. All right.
So he just moved gyms?
Yeah, he goes to Monticello or Paynes. No, what is that? Did they say Monticello?
I thought you said Princeton.
Princeton. I always screw up Painesville, Princeton, and Monticello. I mix them up all the time.
I don't know how.
Because they all seem the same to me. They do. All right, that's okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Dude, I'm fine with him not going to our gym if he's okay.
I miss that guy so
much. I don't.
Much.
He makes me anxious because he doesn't work out with shoes on. He works out in his sock feet. He's always looking around, seeing what you're doing. Probably not nefariously, but once you make eye contact, he has to come over and be like, oh, I didn't mean anything, and make you feel uncomfortable, like you accused him of something.
Sure.
No, I don't like that at all.
That's okay. Let's go. Let's go. So you're happy Let's Go guy is gone?
Now that I know he's okay, yes.
I always thought you liked Let's Go guy.
In a weird, endearing, gay way.
Okay.
I'm fine that he's gone.
You like the idea of Let's Go guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you didn't have to work out next to him.
That's true.
I did.
Nagger Nancy 420 says, April, I will love you properly.
Thank you.
Everybody seems to love, they'll all love you properly except for me.
Maybe that's because you're the guy who announces you don't care about my feelings.
That's true. That's probably going to hurt a lot of people's perception.
Yeah.
Sid Saraf says, although I'm noticing the pre-roll ad runs twice now on Rumble. Oh, Rumble jacking up the ads a little bit, trying to make that revenue. Kraken Slappin' says, I bet he said, let's go to his car. Yeah.
Can you picture him driving?
Let's go, guy. Yeah, I feel like he'd be hyped behind the wheel.
Too weird.
He'd be in traffic. Let's go. That's okay. Hobo Chili Recipe with $10 says, add me to the drawing. Also, I hope your air fryer has an IED component and it blows your fat ass all the way up to Golden Corral, Shangri-La. Hopefully, there's not a weight requirement on the clouds. See, he wants me to die in an explosion and go to heaven. Can you put, you did put Hobo on there.
Yeah, I did. He's number 11.
Very good. You're number 11, Hobo. So
hey, that's my favorite number, buddy.
Matthew has about half the entries into the VIP drawing tonight, but it's early on. $10 on any platform tonight gets you entry into the Steel Toe VIP drawing. There's all the links in the chat if you'd like to use it. Alric says, it's okay. They can love April properly. I will love you properly.
So you've got someone.
Alric. I'll always have someone. One thing about me, I've always bounced back.
Oh, I know.
You know? I've always landed on my feet. Even if it ended up being not on my feet eventually, and it was bad. There was always something.
You always had an option.
You know what I hate more than anything?
What?
The cold spot in my bed.
Well, thank Christ you have a Chowini to warm it now.
Got to keep that bad boy warm. I got April in there now. And then when she decides, you know what, fuck this loser, and then he doesn't love me right, then we'll work at getting someone else in there. Wow. Never a hooker though. I did think about a hooker.
You thought about one
at one point.
I actually would love to hear this story.
Yeah. Happy Plague Doctor with $10 says, "Put me in, coach. It's been a while."
Thank
All
you.
right, Happy Plague Doctor.
I put you in.
Is in the VIP drawing. Oh, did you? Jesus Christ. No, I thought about getting a hooker once. I was in my mid to late 20s, and I had been on a bit of a dry spell, and I was like, I didn't know where to get them. So I was like, maybe I just hire someone, fuck them, and then call it a day.
You hire somebody to fuck?
Yeah, that's what a hooker is.
I know, but that seems weird to just propose that to a normal person.
I didn't propose it to anyone. I thought about it myself.
Okay.
I was alone. That's the whole point.
I've been alone and not done that. I don't know.
Daddy wasn't getting any pussy.
I've never considered paying somebody for sex.
Nobody wanted to fuck the afternoon guy at KLFD AM 1410 in Litchfield. Can you imagine my predicament?
Maybe that's because they heard you were whacking it in the office.
That's probably it. They were like, oh, you mean the guy who whacks off in the office all the time? No, thank you. Kevin F. with $10 wants to be in the VIP drawing tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kevin. You're a mensch, but you know that. All right, let's watch this Sean Strickland thing. Sage Retard sent this to me. We got to bring up his... It's
you better start sifting, yeah.
It's so far back now, the Sage Retard thing. The thing is, I remember where all of them are.
Do you remember who said this?
Roger Athay.
Yes, Ryan Roger Athay.
Ryan Roger Athay. Maybe I don't remember where it is.
I think it's on the bottom.
Shit. I thought it was on the bottom too, but I don't see it.
God, you got to clean this up, man.
Let's see. Yeah, we will. We'll clean this whole thing up.
It's hard to let him go, though.
Yeah, we are going to have to delete them. Like this one, we don't need anymore.
There's nothing wrong with being horny, baby girl.
Like shit like that, you just don't need. There's got to be. Where is Sage Retard PhD KF? It was like right on the bottom row, wasn't it?
I thought so. Here, let me help.
Here's the fart one. Ow. Oh, there we go.
Sage Retard PhD KF.
So Sage sent this to me. Apparently, what is he? He's the middleweight champion, Sean Strickland, right?
I think so.
Middleweight
He's
champion.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, I like him. He's really cool. He was being interviewed for some UFC promotional thing, and the media interviewer asked him about LGBTQ shit, which, why? I mean, you're talking to the UFC middleweight champion of the world, and you want to know his opinion on LGBTQ issues?
Is he gay? Is he trans?
Why don't you ask him about puff pastry? I mean, I guess they kind of did. But why don't you just ask him about, like, baking bread? It's as relevant as asking about the LGBTQ community. It doesn't matter. There's nothing he's going to say. If he puts it the most prolific way possible, either, like, good or bad, it's not going to sway anyone. It's not going to be super intelligent. It's just going to be a guy talking shit.
Yeah.
And it's a big meathead who beats people up for a living. So please... I want it to be like a courtroom when they have these press conferences. And I want someone running the press conference, maybe Dana White or somebody else, to go, objection, relevance.
Well, that's just the point. It's like, can you just stay on topic for 5 minutes?
Well, the mistake that this reporter made was asking this question of Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland doesn't give a shit. Sean Strickland, when asked a question, will tell you exactly what he thinks. And if you don't like his answer, then you can deal with that privately in your own time.
Yeah, but then don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
That's the other thing. It's the look at you all hurting shit.
Yeah. You did this, not me.
I asked a big meathead conservative championship fighter what he thought about gay stuff. And then he said, gays, ew, icky, get away from my dick, you weirdos. And then I got sad. Well, what did you think was going to happen? He was going to bust out a rainbow flag and sing something from Rent?
There's a chance. Or Cats.
Or Cats. Or really, let's be honest, any theater production. It doesn't really narrow it down.
Do you have a favorite?
Uncle Fucker. Well, that's from the South Park movie, I guess. That doesn't count.
That's not right.
All right, let's check out this question of Sean Strickland and see how he responded. I can see he's already in his element. He's very happy about this question.
He's cute.
Let's check it out.
We've got a pretty supportive gay and lesbian community in this city. I did want to ask you about something you wrote a couple of years ago. You said if I had a gay son, I would think I'd.
Oh, look, another. I'm saying to you, the swamp, you guys, the swamp.
You become a champion, you become a star, and some would say.
Let me ask you something. Are you gay?
Have you had the chance to interact with a more diverse?
Are you? Let me know. Are you gay?
Could I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking. This is a part of. Are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Okay.
Oh,
Ew.
shut up!
Stop it! They don't care that you're an ally. Knock it off.
I'm an ally of the
Oh,
community.
God.
If you're an ally of anything and you say that word, you suck. What a weak thing to say. I'm an ally. I'm not anybody's ally. I have friends. I'm not an ally of any community. Do you know how many fucking nut jobs are in each community? I don't want to tie myself to them and say I'm an ally.
There's too many to risk it, is my opinion.
Every time some guy in a fucking LGBTQ, radical activist group gets caught molesting a kid, I don't want to be an ally to that.
Nope.
No, thank you. So if there's gay people that I'm friends with, wunderbar. That sounds great. Am I an ally of the community? I don't care.
I very much care about people on a very individual basis. I
Yes.
would never tie myself to a group.
Groups of people. Yeah, tie yourself to groups of people, and then you'll have to answer for shit that's not you your entire life.
Exactly.
You will have to be the spokesman for shit that has nothing to do with you your entire life. I'm an ally of the... Let me tell you what happens to allies of the community. They fuck up one time, and they're cast aside forever. They're done. So if you try to make yourself... If you say, I'm an ally... You make people like us sick and you make us cringe and we go, ew, douchey, I'm not going to be a fan of that guy. So you lose those people already. So now you've tied yourself to a niche group of people who now feel they own you because you've said you're an ally. The minute you want to voice your own opinion and it goes against the group you're an ally of, you're fucking out, as Kenny Powers would say. So are you a gay man? I'm an ally of the community. Just say you like pussy and move on. I won't believe you. But just say it because that's what you want to say.
Lie to me.
Lie to me, bitch. That would be funny. Sean Strickland goes, are you a gay man? He goes, I'm into pussy. He goes, yeah, that's good. Lie to me, gay F word.
Okay. If you had a son and he was like, he had a son, he was gay, you'd be like, oh man, you don't want a grandkid?
No problem with it.
Oh man, well, dude, you're a weak fucking man, dude.
Oh, God.
This is fucking based. I love
like
this
this guy.
Look, man, if our son was gay, would we love him? Yes. Would I be bummed? Yeah.
Yeah, both can exist.
I would be bummed for a couple reasons. One, he's going to have a hard growing up. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see my kids struggle. Number two, the point Sean Strickland raised. Maybe you want grandkids, or maybe you want this, or you want that. Maybe you want these different things. That's out the window. Then you're going to have to deal with your own discomfort of going like, he's going to bring the boyfriend home for the first time. They're going to kiss in front of you, and you're going to be like, oh, that's a little different.
Yay.
It's not bad.
No.
I don't hate it. I don't think it's bad or
just
terrible.
new.
It's just,
It's new and different.
stubble on stubble just really
Maybe
leaves me unsettled.
Maybe they're clean shaven.
Either way.
Dude, you're part of the fucking problem. You elected Justin Trudeau. Like, when he sees the bank accounts, like, you're just fucking pathetic. And the fact that you have no fucking backbone and has he shut down your fucking country and seized bank accounts, you ask me some stupid shit like that, go fuck yourself. Move the fuck on, man.
Dude, I think he's my new favorite person.
He might be my new favorite fighter.
Wow.
Step aside. Well, I think my current favorite fighter is Jan Blachowicz, so it's not like I need to replace him.
Yeah, I'm fine. Strickland it is.
Strickland is. I've always liked Sean Strickland, by
I
the
have
way.
too. I just haven't heard him talk like this, so now it's a little extra.
I like Sugar Shane O'Malley.
Sean.
Oh, I'm thinking all the other
It's not
like
Shane.
Sugar Shane Mosley. Sorry, Sugar Sean O'Malley. I like the badass at Volkanovski. I love him. And Strickland and Blachowicz. I like Derek Lewis, but he's pretty much done. He did score. He did win last time around.
He did, but he lost several in a row.
Yeah, we'll. I mean, I like John Jones, but I feel like it's not okay to like John Jones because he's a piece of shit.
I don't like John Jones at all.
I like him as a fighter. As a human being, he's human garbage.
I don't like watching him at all.
That doesn't really answer the question, but I did want to ask also things you said about the trans community. You said this past October when they announced the Bud Light sponsorship that you'd go so hard on Bud Light in your next fight, they'll have to accept me or denounce me when they know what and will know what they stand for. Are you
this guy's like, nah, this Canadian's not that Canadian.
Are you still going to use your fight time to kind of speak on that?
Here's the thing about Bud Light. 10 years ago, to be trans was a mental fucking illness. And now all of a sudden, people like you have fucking weaseled your way into the world. You are an infection. You are the definition of weakness. Everything that is wrong with the world is because of fucking you.
Oh, man.
I am...
Please understand and appreciate how much fucking balls it takes to do this.
It takes all the balls in the world.
Because even a guy like Dana White, as based as Dana White can be, he's going to have a talking to with Sean Strickland about this.
Oh, yeah. He'll bear paw his own woman in a club, and he won't say this shit.
He will yell at Sean Strickland for this.
I'm dying to know what his shirt says, because the top part says a woman in every kitchen.
Yeah, a woman in every kitchen, a man probably in every field or something.
He just seems ultra based, and I want to get in his brain a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of, you know what he's doing? He's taking that position of like uncompromising from 1998, and he's just standing there and going, no, I'm not going to budge a little and move a little so that people don't yell at me. I'm going to take this dramatic stand, boom, right here, and I'm not going to let you cross that line. And I think that's really admirable.
And the best thing is the world's not buying it. The world's not buying your fucking bullshit you're fucking peddling. The world is not saying, you know what? You're right. Fucking chicks have dicks. The world's not saying that. The world's saying, no, there are two genders. I don't want my kids being taught about, who they could fuck in school. I don't want my kids being taught about, their sexual preference. Like, dude, this guy is the fucking enemy. You want to look at the fucking enemy to our world? It's that motherfucker right there.
I love him.
I love Sean Strickland officially getting my dollar every time he fights.
Mad props. I mean, that guy is whether you think he's right or not, that's really ballsy.
That is a guy right there. Kraken Slapping with $9.99 says, I lost weight. I could use smaller shirts. All right, let's see if we can get him another VIP package here. Alrarix with $10 says, by the way, properly means taking a VIP entry, also with my phallus. Oh, so now you have to fuck me in the ass?
Oh, you have to take dick for the entry.
Oh, you can't say that after you tell me.
He needs to enter you so he can enter this.
No. Chelino becoming a member for 2 months says, Dabbleverse loves you. Well, at least I do. Oh, God, if I didn't have the love of that group of sociopaths, what the hell would I do? Epic Dance Party with $9.99 says, wife wants VIP. There we go. Epic Dance Party is in there. T. Jefferson says, this is it. This is what he's got. You have explored his entire brain, April. That's true. I mean, that is the limits of Sean Strickland. I mean, you noticed when he was going on that rant, he didn't have a lot of depth.
Yeah, I can probably see how he would feel about most things.
Yeah. Paul R. Nelson says, well, his career's over. I don't know.
No.
Dana probably won't cut him loose.
Nope.
Dana will make him say something about it.
I think he'll make him apologize. I don't think he'll cut him loose either.
Yeah, Dana will make him talk about it.
Strickland is a good fighter, and he's good for the sport.
Yeah.
He's not going anywhere.
John Jones ran a lady over with his car, and I believe he was high on coke at the time.
Pretty sure it was a pregnant lady, too.
Yeah, and he's going to be or is the heavyweight champion currently. You know what? I forgot.
I don't know. I really don't like him, so I hope it's not him.
Did he win that fight for the heavyweight title, or he beat Cyril Gahn back in March of last year? God, he takes like 3 years off in between fights.
He's got to run over women.
That's true. He's got drugs to do and shit. Yeah, he choked out Cyril Gahn in 1 round. Do you remember when Cyril Gahn was like the unstoppable heir apparent of the heavyweight division?
I do.
And then Ngannou wrestled him to death.
And now he's gone. Get it?
And then John Jones choked him out in a round. So I can't remember UFC heavyweight rankings. Let's take a look-see. Featherweight, blah, 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 blah. Yes, John Jones is the heavyweight champion.
Well,
Tom
damn.
Aspinall is the interim champion.
Great.
How can they have Stipe ranked number 4? Has he fought anybody?
He looked like shit last time he was in there.
Against Ngannou, and that was almost 3 years ago.
He just looked like sickly thin.
I have a question. How can you be ranked number 4 in the heavyweight division when you haven't fought in 3 years?
Well, maybe the other people suck dick too. I don't know.
Can't suck dick that bad, can you?
I think you probably can.
Chelino with $10 says, you read my last chat so shitty. Read this one nice like. I'm sorry, Chelino.
So is that an entry?
That's an entry.
Thanks, Chelino.
I apologize, Chelino. You're right, and I'm sorry. Nana's Clam says the Dabbleverse shitting on you is how I found you and then liked the show for some unknown reason. Probably the Down syndrome basketball stuff. That was the weird thing about that community where I knew that I didn't belong there because they weren't like what this show's about is like free speech, making fun of stuff, this and that. They seemed to get offended a lot and had all these rules about what people couldn't say and could say. And it was like, you guys are kind of like gossipy little bitches. And it's not that much fun. Like everybody's like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do it. Don't say this, don't say that. Oh, Aaron said this really offensive thing. What are you, gay? What do I have to be like Sean Strickland? I mean, I probably should just shave the head anyway.
I mean, you've done it before.
Comes back. Sid Saraf says, that's true. Read Chelino's super chat nicely. I did.
Yeah, don't be rude.
I did. Sean goes on about how his mom was a whore and his dad was a piece of shit drug addict loser. He says some wild shit. Yeah, he really does. He's not afraid to say, as you saw there, whatever the hell he wants. All right, if you're just joining us tonight, we are doing a VIP giveaway. Anybody who throws in $10 on any platform will get an entry, and you can enter as many times as you want into becoming a VIP. The 3 steel-toe t-shirts, the hoodie, free entry into the $100 drawing every month, 2 free tickets to every comedy show that we do, which the next one will be March 23rd.
Are we sure, though? It seems like everywhere is falling through.
I have to do March 23rd, but we'll find a venue
All
for the
right.
damn thing. La Playette will be my next one. And then ultimately, I mean, Winners in Cold Spring just never got back to me.
Are you sure he even saw the message?
We'll see. I would love to do it at Winners in Cold Spring. That would be my favorite place to do it. But we'll see and we'll adjust as necessary. This was a very interesting video. A wife put this out on, of course, TikTok because it's a woman. Pointed out the difference between her master's degree and her husband, who went to high school and then a trade school.
Okay.
And I feel like this, I mean, this should be played in every school across the country. But at the same time, it's probably never going to because it does expose what school tries to peddle to you.
Right.
I mean, school tries to shove college right down your throat.
Oh, my God. High school was all about, especially junior and senior year. Oh, if you're not in a 4-year university, wow, did I just...
Or a
stumble over that?
university.
University?
Either one,
What
yeah.
did I just say? If you're not in a 4-year university, you're not going to make it in life. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to be able to pay for anything. So make sure you get into a university.
They really did. They really did make you feel that way back then.
They
made
you
honestly
look
when
down.
I was 18, I was like, if I don't go to college, I'm fucked.
Yeah, most kids felt that way.
Yeah.
And they talked down about trade schools, which ironically, there's a ton of money in those trades.
I remember when I was a freshman or sophomore that we had a job fair, and there was a bricklayer there. And the bricklayer had like the pay scale for bricklayers. And it was like an apprentice starts out at $22 an hour.
Insane.
And this was $22 an hour in like $03.
Right, which is insane.
Which is probably like $30, $35 an hour now.
Right. But to start out as an apprentice?
To start out as an
Yeah.
apprentice. And then it went up to like $40, $45 an hour to be a journeyman bricklayer. And like, I get it. Look, man, that's hard work. And you earn every dime of that $45 an hour. But
if
holy
you're good at it.
yeah, I mean, That's what, 80, 90 grand a year? It's
It's
bad.
good money alone, yeah.
Yeah. So I for a little while, when I saw that, I'm like, I should become a bricklayer.
Oh, you want to talk about shit like that? Like go to plumbing or anything like that?
Right.
You know why? Because nobody wants to do it.
Millennials don't fix their shit. Millennials call
Literally.
someone to fix their shit all the time.
Right, and that person gets paid handsomely.
Because they know that person can't do it, so you can charge them whatever you want. I mean, honestly, I know how to do a few things with the water heater. I know how to clean that out, and I know how to replace a water heater. I know how to replace a heating element on a water heater. Like, I know some very basic shit, and the shit I don't know, a lot of it I can look up and shoddily do it. But, I mean, the real big stuff, most millennials got to hire out for that.
Yeah.
My lost interest says, I didn't go to college. Now I'm creating clips and videos on YouTube. A warning for the kids out there. Yes, and then there's the flip side of that, which is my lost interest, unfortunately. And I apologize to my lost interest. It took me forever to get the Patreon all caught up today and get the episodes up. I did not get that Chad Zumach clip up today. I will tomorrow. I promise. My teacher made us all stand up one at a time and say where we were going to school. Anyone who said a trade school, they were dismissive toward. It was gross.
Yep, I've seen that before.
That is remarkable.
Even-
I was sorry. I was finishing up. I was saying I told like teachers and my parents that like, oh, bricklayers make a lot of money. I want to be a bricklayer. And they'd kind of verbally beat that out of you and say, you're not going to be a bricklayer. And your parents would do it because they were insecure about their lack of education. So they didn't want you to do the same thing. Like they hated their shit. So they didn't want you to go through that same thing. But it's like, you're pushing college on the kids.
Well, they always want you to be like destined for more too.
Right. And then you know how many of your friends who went to college, got a major in something, and then didn't even work in it.
Nope. Oh my God, I know so many of those. They spent like $100 grand on a university and did not use their degree.
Yeah. So you have $100,000 piece of paper, and you have a job that you could have done without it. Oh, that's gotta suck. Hobo Chili says, yeah, that actually happened in my school. I got ridiculed by my teacher because I said I'm joining the military. And she said, of course you are. You're not smart enough for higher education.
Ouch.
Jesus Christ.
It's kind of rude.
What a bitch. I don't like Hobo Chili's teacher. She's a meanie head.
I mean, joining the military isn't easy either.
No, I hear that's very hard. I hear it's remarkably difficult to be in the military.
Some are saying.
Unless you're trans, then they're just like, come on in. Why not? Boy, we really did go from don't ask, don't tell, you weirdo, creepy gay, to like, hey, let's make commercials with people with blue hair and no dick in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
Obama appealed don't ask, don't tell, what, 2010, 2012, somewhere around there? So like in 10 years, 15 years, we've gone from, dude, don't even say you're gay. It's weird, it's creepy, don't. To, hey, here's this trans admiral of the health department that we have. Isn't she great?
When you're in the military and stuff, why are we talking about our sexual life? Isn't
You would
that
think-
supposed to be out the door?
Yeah, you would think it wouldn't be necessary.
It's not a topic of discussion.
Hobo does say, she was right, though. So there is that.
Fair enough.
Zen Rhino says, AP recently played a video of a woman with a master's degree. Yeah, that's the one we're going to play. So Adonis Paul beat me to it. Son of a bitch. Alaric says, if you go into STEM, it's worthwhile. If you want to do arts or humanities, seriously consider how you're going to make money and if you're okay with working a minimum wage job for years. Yeah, I mean, when I got offered that audition for a scholarship for the arts at Augustana or Augsburg or whatever it was, I talked to people about it, and they're like, you're not going to be able to do anything with a fucking drama or theater degree.
No.
Like, good luck.
Or like a liberal arts degree in general.
Yeah.
I mean, good luck with any of that.
Do you like waiting tables at Applebee's, kid? I wonder. Nebo says, life hack, if you join the army and tell them you're gay, they don't make you run or do push-ups. Yeah, or if you're a chick. Devin says, y'all need to send your kids to Painesville. I was never pushed into a 4-year college, and they admire the kids that are good at the trades. Well, it's
good to
solid,
hear that.
Man. SH says, it didn't even occur to me as a kid that going to college was optional. I wanted to be a mechanic and was told that I couldn't. So go to college and get a job. That's not teaching. Hobo Chili says, I did have the hardest job in the Army, cook. I was making omelets for Uncle Sam. Unfortunately, I didn't go to culinary school after like I was planning. Well, the best laid plans of mice and men.
I would have had the military pay for my schooling, I think, if I did that.
I learned something about my grandfather after he died, his military service, that he never told anyone about. Like, my grandfather was one of those World War II veterans who I didn't realize he didn't want to talk about it. He just always made jokes and like lied to us about his service.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in the Navy. No, he was in the Army, but he was a cook in the, I'm fucking this up already.
I'm trying to follow.
He was in the Navy, and he claims he was a cook on a ship, but he has a Purple Heart.
Yep.
And we were like, well, Grandpa, how'd you get your Purple Heart? And he goes, oh, I cut myself with a potato peeler. And they gave me a Purple Heart. And it's like, okay, Grandpa doesn't want. I didn't put it together as a kid, but it was, and he never told his children either. Like my mother didn't know how he got that Purple Heart. Nobody knew. And he'd always tell people either someone gave it to him, which people don't just give you their Purple Heart.
Pretty special.
Or I cut myself with a potato peeler. We found out later, we were able to look into his service. Whatever it was back then, I think it was called OSS. He was Special Forces.
Yeah, you've told this story before.
Yeah, he was Special Forces in World War II. So the reason he didn't want to talk about shit was he fought in the Pacific, and he probably saw some shit, and that Purple Heart probably comes from a pretty nasty place.
Dark place.
Grandpa did not want to go back to that place. That's for sure.
I can't imagine living life after going through a war that way.
Especially that war.
That one would have been specifically ugly.
Like the Pacific island hopping, that, oh my God, it was a fucking meat grinder. My dad said that unless you are in education or pre-med, most people don't get jobs in their degree. Said it's just important to get the paper.
Well, the paper does, in general, show your future employers that you can stay dedicated to something and complete it. You know, like I have heard that from employers.
Hobo Chili says, okay, riveting story. So you know I was also a cook, but I have multiple deployments. They gotta eat. I didn't mean that. I wasn't trying to shit on you. I remembered my interesting story from my grandfather, and I wanted to tell you about it.
I bet being a cook in the military would be quite interesting because you'd hear all sorts of stories all the time.
Even though I was rear echelon, in the rear with the gear with benefits. All right, Hobo. I wasn't saying you just boiled potatoes.
In the rear with the gear with benefits sounds very sexual.
I know. It sounds kind of hot, actually, if you ask me. All right, so before I get in more trouble with Hobo, let's go ahead and watch this. This is a woman, again, master's degree in college. Husband went to trade school. Let's see how things are working out. Again, this should be played in every school.
So everyone pushes college, 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 and I went to college. I have a master's degree. I make very good money for my age. My husband did not go to college, and I've talked about this on here before, and I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand it, so I'm going to throw it into perspective for you, and I say it not to brag, but to hopefully help any of you. I have a college degree. He has a high school diploma. He went to trade school right after high school. He got his certificates and everything, and here we go. So this past July, he had already brought home more than my gross salary this year.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That's infuriating.
Every month you're making that student loan payment and you see that, you've just got to be fucking angry.
Yeah, because you tried really hard for that degree.
That's got to be so brutal. I saw a story today that like a bunch of people are purposely not paying their student loan debts, and they're going to their plan is to purposely default on the debts.
Okay.
So that Biden will be forced to cancel them. And I thought
I don't know if that works that way.
Well, and I was also thinking, what an entitled little cunt attitude to have. Like, you're literally going, no, my daddy's going to take it away. No, my daddy'll pay for it. I don't want to. It's like, say what you want about how shitty student loans are and say what you want about how shitty and predatory the college system is. Mm-hmm. You still borrowed the money.
Yes, you did. You signed up for that.
You're still responsible for paying back the money. You signed all the papers that they put in front of you to get that money. You didn't read it. That's your own goddamn fault. You didn't ask any questions. You just wanted the fucking, financial aid check every month or whatever it was. That's on you. Don't sit there and go, oh, I'm not going to pay my tuition because Biden should just cancel it. You fucking pig. Because then those people become dependent on government for more stuff, and then we get more dumb voters, and then we get more stupid programs. And then before you know it, you're $50 trillion in debt.
It is a vicious cycle.
It really is. What's the, was it Thomas Jefferson who said a government big enough to give you everything you need is a government to take away everything you have?
Might have been him. Yeah. I don't know.
Come December, he will have quadrupled my salary.
Fuck.
Quadrupled it. If he decides to...
For those of you retards who didn't go to college, that means times 4.
Thank you, Aaron.
She just gets really dismissive of people.
She looks distraught, and I feel for her.
She does. It looks upsetting to her. This is a woman who became a Republican in the last couple of years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Overtime on a weekend, a 2-day weekend. If he picks up overtime, he brings home that weekend, just in those 2 days, more than I make in a 2-week check.
Holy shit.
I have a master's degree. He has a high school diploma. So that reason right there is why I will not push college on anyone. If you think that college is not for you.
She froze.
She
got nervous.
What?
And you want to try a trade school, obviously look into it, see if you think that you have what it takes. And then 100% do it. Do it. I don't think that enough people are talking about this. And it is 100% worth it if you stick with it. He's been doing it for 8 years, so obviously he has made his way up the ladder. But if he leaves his job today, 100% guarantee he will make the exact same amount of money wherever else he decides to go.
Yep.
Because these trades usually have unions that, it goes from place to place.
Very true. I mean, I've worked a couple factory jobs, and they pay pretty similarly.
Right.
When you look around for new ones, they're all paying about the same wage.
They just have to match a minimum, right?
They have to get pretty close to each other so that it stays competitive. But.
Right. Oh, so like one shop can't pay like a lot more than another? Or?
Yes, they can.
Oh, they can.
It's just that a lot of them, like for similar work, want to stay around the same so that they can still get employees in.
Yeah.
I cannot stress it enough. I can't stress it enough. I am so jealous. Like, he doesn't have student debt.
Nice.
Nothing. And he's quadrupling my salary in 1 year.
Motherfucker. And then, all of those, that overtime shit, though, that's what adds up.
Overtime is crazy. I have worked a lot of overtime in my life. Sometimes the taxes that come out of it are annoying, like for the amount of hours that you worked. But it does help.
Jeremy with $2 says, Aaron shitting on hobo's military service. Shame. No.
You shouldn't do that.
I did not shit on Hobo Chili Recipes service. That's not what I did. And he knows that. Right, Hobo?
Mm-hmm.
Right, buddy?
I'm sure.
I believe My Lost Interest says her husband is a stripper in a gay strip club. That's true. You know what? That makes sense. If he works on weekends, he makes more than she makes in a 2-week check. Sounds like a gay strip club to me.
Kind of. Probably has more fun than her, too.
Nana's Clam says, because shit-talking e-beggars like you still need someone like me to fix your computer.
You know what the bitch of it is, too? When you get a master's degree, you spent so many years in school.
6. Usually about 6.
It's 6 to 8. And, man, I used to think about that because there was a few things I wanted to do that would have required I stay in school that long. And that just seemed exhausting to me, both financially and mentally, and I couldn't do it.
I suppose it's more than 6 because kids now take like 6 years to do a 4-year degree, don't they?
No, I would say, if anything, they're taking less time because they do some of it in high school.
Really? Because all my friends were like, I'm going for a 5th year.
Yeah.
So I had loser friends, is what you're saying?
Probably.
Who didn't know how to get a 4-year degree in 4 years?
When I was in high school, they offered like post-secondary classes in school.
Yeah, I didn't hang out with those people.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, no,
I did post-secondary stuff.
Those people were, we stayed away from them. They were gay.
We were all gay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Zen Rhino says, Aaron, you give Hobo a heartfelt apology and thank him for his service right now. Hobo, I'm sorry. I apologize for any malfeasance I've committed that's caused you any kind of pain, and I salute and appreciate your service, sir.
I think you should donate.
Now watch this, Zen Rhino. He's going to call me a fat bag of shit, and the apology is not going to matter. Oh my goodness, average plumber with $50 Says, I could use some updated shirts. Mine still have your old Twitch handle on them. All right, average plumber with 5 qualifiers with his $50 over on Rumble. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Rusty Grammar says, I was told I would be stupid and poor if I didn't take the SAT. Jokes on my classmates. I graduated before my peers, paid off my student loan before the rest, bought a house at 21 with a 2-year-old. Well, hot shit. Why would you buy a house with a 2-year-old? That's illegal. Like, they're not of age.
You're not supposed to buy people.
Yeah, that's real. So the house came with a 2-year-old?
Seems weird.
So somebody just abandoned them? Strange. April, what are we at for qualifiers?
12. No, I mean 22. Sorry.
22.
I was counting that section.
All right, guys. Anything over 25 qualifiers for the VIP drawing tonight is going towards tomorrow's goal. It looks like you guys are almost there. You're about 3 away. So if you want to qualify for tonight's VIP giveaway, we've got 2 people, Average Plumber and Matthew B., who have 5 entries each. If you want to get in there, throw a couple at us. $10 on any platform. We draw for a VIP at 9 o'clock tonight. It's going to be 3 T-shirts, the steel toe hoodie, 2 tickets to every live event we do, which we're probably going to ramp those up. Now that I have a roster, I think we're going to ramp those up a little bit.
Okay.
Because we haven't had a roster for a while.
A roster?
Like Corey went to Texas, and we just had Johnny and I.
Yeah.
Now I'm bringing Nick along the ropes of comedy. He's not going to be able to do the Jew shit all the time. We're going to have to kind of slowly build some material there. But Nick can do shows. Johnny can do shows. I can do shows. Yeah. So now we got a rotation of guys where we can do an hour-and-a-half show, no problem. Okay. So we might do a few more. Richard Kristofsky with $50 says, I make almost $30 an hour and never went past high school. Well, there you go. 5 for Richard Kristofsky.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, buddy. So now that puts us at 27, doesn't it? Hobo says, take back the apology. I don't want it. I would rather you hate me.
He's into that kind of thing.
All right, Hobo. Fuck you. I don't even think you were really in the military. I think you're lying. I see now. I don't feel good saying that about Hobo.
Say that shit.
Oh, man. How dare you apologize? Take it back, says I just did, you fucking stolen valor asshole.
Jeez.
Take you and your fake military service and that weird patch you wear all the time to the grocery store and go fuck yourself with it. No Pen 15 Fathead with $10. He's joining in.
Thank you. That's the second one.
On the drawing tonight. Sir K says, I'm glad you don't feel good. Feel more guilty. I can't. Hobo wanted me to didn't want me to apologize.
You're going to cause him to stress eat.
Hobo says I wasn't. I was in the Salvation Army. Why do you think they called me a hobo? Fair enough.
I always wondered why your name was Hobo Chili Recipe.
Well, should we look up what hobo chili is? What is...
I'm sure that's not the actual reason he's called that.
Hobo chili recipe. 1 pound of ground meat, 2 onions chopped fine.
Sounds delicious.
2 ribs celery chopped fine. 2 cans of dark kidney beans. 1.5 tablespoons of flour. 2 tablespoons of chili powder. 2.5 bean cans of water. Salt and pepper to taste. Oh, that is shitty chili.
Why is there no...
It's very basic.
There's no tomatoes in there.
Because it's for hobos. They
God
just put
damn.
what they could find in there.
You can't get a can of diced tomatoes? You can't get a tomato and cut it up?
No, not if you're a hobo.
Do you know how cheap tomatoes are?
Hobos can't do it.
I don't like it.
Hobos got to keep it very basic. Why does Nick need more than the Jew content? There are so many jokes there. You can mine it like gold, Steen, says Raz of Chaz.
I don't disagree with Raz.
I would just like to see him branch out as an artist. You know, it's the comic in me. I want to see him be able to do more. I'm sure there's more he could do. If he was sitting here, he'd go, no, not really.
God, your impression.
My impression's
of him is
solid.
So
it's
weird.
a real good impression. It's getting there. It's almost there.
Yeah, I believe in you.
You gotta have a little bit of you gotta have a cracking voice and gravel in it.
Cracking voice.
You gotta crack a little bit.
Does he crack?
Oh yeah.
I have not noticed a crack ever.
No, he's got a crack and gravel. That's
gravel. I know.
A Nick Rekieta impression is crack, gravel, and panache. Crack, gravel, and panache. That's how you do a Nick Rekieta impression. Chelino with $5 says, I love your man chest, Aaron. Just watched the jacuzzi stream. Well, what can I say? It's a beautiful chest and everything's perky and up and tight because I'm so young.
See, that's saying a lot. He watched that stream and what he took out of it was your man chest.
Absolutely. He's a good man. John Domingo says, how do I get my 2 steel toe stickers from the last giveaway? I need one for my studio.
Message me.
Yeah, just get in touch with April.
I just need to know you want them so I can find your address.
She'll take care of the whole thing. Hobo says, I'm coming to the anniversary party. Allow me to cook for you guys. There might be poison at the bottom, but you'll enjoy the meal otherwise. Well,
you would probably still eat it if it smelled good.
Yeah, even if he told me it's poisoned, I'd be like, yeah, but I really need to try this.
Now, I bet you wouldn't believe him. I mean, I see you, but I'm going to eat this.
You silly goose hobo. April, I tell you, this guy, he'll say anything.
He makes you like a queso fondue tower.
I'll die like Luca Brasi. I'll just... my eyes will start turning red and bugging out.
I wouldn't stick around to watch that death.
No, okay, thanks for helping. What do they call that?
If you're going to die, I can't watch that.
What do they call that in your eyes when you strangle to death? Oh, God damn it.
Your eyes have popped out?
No,
I don't know.
There's a word for it. Not like trapey. Oh, what is that fucking called? No, there's a word for it. Someone's going to come up with it. It's something with that your eyes do when you're strangled and they like the blood vessels all pop and your particular hemorrhaging. Stevie J says hot. No, they don't just call it hot.
Hot? That's funny.
What the fuck do they call that?
I don't know. Your eyes are bugging. What are you looking for?
What is that thing that
you have a whole computer at your disposal right now?
What is it? What do your eyes do when you strangle? Common visible signs of strangulation include, that's it, red spots in the eyes. Petechia is the word I'm looking for.
But that's not them, like, protruding. That's just spots.
That's the thing they do.
I just realized...
When you die of Luca Brasi.
I keep doing this, and it's not that I'm, like, upset or anything. It's, like, cold.
Okay.
Cold down here.
Nobody really needed an explanation, but thank you for giving it to us.
Everyone always remarks, like, oh, why are you crossing your arms?
Petechial hemorrhaging. Thank you.
I don't like the word hemorrhaging.
BJ says Aaron is more Philip Tattaglia than Luca Brasi. I appreciate that, you fucking dickhead. Very nice of you. All right, $10 to join the VIP drawing. Lots of people in it already. April has 27.
It's 27.
Is it literally? No, it's 29.
Actually, looks like 30.
Oh, is it 30? Let me know.
What the fuck is going on?
How many is it?
If that's 22, right?
Right.
I don't believe
24,
this.
29, 30.
Okay.
All right. So 30 people are now in the drawing.
So this is
are you
20
good now?
Right here.
All right. Oh, wait. No, now she's got it.
Yep, that's 20.
So 28.
28.
All right. 28 of you are qualified so far. Okay, this next video makes me laugh so hard. PETA wants you to stop wearing wool. They don't think it's good. They think wool is terrible. They believe wool is murder. Believe it or not. Now, April, you grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
How do you get wool from a sheep?
You shear it.
And now what does that mean?
That means essentially you're shaving the goddamn sheep. He's not dying.
And you can do this
time and time again because it comes back.
Time and time again throughout that.
It's the gift that keeps on
life.
giving.
If anything, wool keeps a sheep alive.
Yeah. There's no need to kill it or be rid of it because it keeps making you money.
It keeps making you shitloads of money. One of the ways to make sure that an animal, one of the most surefire way to make sure you protect an animal is to buy wool. Buying wool keeps a lot of sheep alive.
It really does because they serve a purpose now.
Right. Helgi says these fucking retards, it's basically a haircut. That's all it is. They give the sheep a haircut and then they scoop up what they get from the haircut and they make socks out of it. Thank you to Todd for $10. He's in our drawing now tonight for the VIP. Let's watch this PETA woman tell us how terrible it is to use wool.
PETA's display represents the real violence and killing of sheep by the wool industry. We're asking shoppers to choose animal-free, vegan clothing this holiday season instead of wool products made...
Look at how they get the wool from those sheep. They kick the poor thing to death.
This is horrific and stupid at the same time. You're scaring people about something that's not happening.
Look at these sheep that are killed in the wool industry. I'm like, check me if I'm wrong, Sandy, but if we kill all the sheep, how are we going to get any wool from them?
They're getting curb stomped to death for their wool, apparently.
Did you know farmers curb stomp sheep and that's how you get your wool? Question, PETA lady. If they curb stomp the bald sheep, how are they able to get the wool?
And it doesn't keep growing back, you guys. You got to keep them alive.
Now, if they want to say don't eat like lamb chops and things like that, okay. Okay, dairy, okay.
Okay, but they keep breeding. There's always another lamb.
Try explaining that to PETA. I don't think that washes with them, April. I don't think they go, oh, they murdered that poor lamb. And you're like, there'll be another one along shortly. They don't really.
Once that lamb has passed, it doesn't know anything anymore. Okay? And the next one that comes along is going to be la-di-da, tra-la-laing through the pasture, and it's not going to know that it's on death's door right now.
You know what?
They're not humans.
Do you know what I really love about these PETA people and they're protesting for the animals and whatnot?
I don't know.
My favorite thing is that I bet you all of these people, to a woman, are pro-choice.
Yes! Every single one of them is pro-abortion. I promise. Every single one of them. And they'll never see it as a human being because, get it? It hasn't walked on the earth yet.
Yeah. So murdering all these animals so that we can eat and clothe ourselves and have all these products and everything else, that's terrible. That's evil.
Yes.
But aborting what will become, if you just leave it the fuck alone, a human baby.
A person.
That's fine.
That's a person in there.
My God, there's people in there.
No, name that movie.
Oh, I don't know. That to me, that will always be Jim
That's
Ross.
a person in there.
That is my father up there. I know that's Armageddon.
No, mine's Hangover.
Oh, okay. See, now when you say
they thought Doug was in the back of the car.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And it was the Asian dude?
That was the black dude. It was Black Doug.
Oh, no, in the trunk? The Asian dude in the trunk.
They thought Doug was in the back of the car, and it was black drug dealer Doug.
Yeah, it was Black Doug, not their Doug. When I think of there's a person in there, I think of the people my age will always think of when the New Age Outlaws pushed Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie off the stage in a dumpster. And Jim Ross went, by God, there's people in there. Which the badass Billy Gunn and the road dog Jesse James didn't care that there were people in there. They wanted to push Chainsaw Charlie and Cactus Jack off the stage.
So, that makes it more exciting.
Can I tell you a wrestling story that you're going to love?
Do you promise?
Terry Funk,
good start.
The great Terry Funk.
Yes.
In movies like Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Terry Funk came to WWE, and he was an old man, but he was Mick Foley's friend, and they were going to do some hardcore spots and shit like that.
Yeah.
And Terry Funk didn't want to come in as Terry Funk. He wanted to wear pantyhose on his head and wield a chainsaw. And he would we had a barber when I was a kid, and we'd call him Chainsaw Charlie because, he'd give us these haircuts and he'd just hack us. And we'd say, I got to go see Chainsaw Charlie. And apparently his childhood barber had died recently.
Yeah.
So he wanted to honor his childhood barber by being Chainsaw Charlie in the WWE.
I really did love that one.
Did you? Can you just say, holy shit?
Holy shit.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
I'm tingling all over.
It's a fucking wild story, man. John Domingo is in the drawing. He sent us $15.
Thanks, sir. Please message me for your stickers.
Yes, and message for the stickers.
From sheep who were beaten, mutilated, and eventually killed. No one needs to wear wool or buy it as a gift with all the luxurious, warm, vegan clothing and accessories available everywhere. Shoppers can download free guides at PETA.org to find all sorts of cruelty-free.
Has she ever worn fur?
It's luxurious and amazing.
It feels really nice, and the animals they kill for it are retarded.
And a lot of times these vegan things, by the way, whether it's food or it's clothes, it doesn't really matter. It's like 300 times the cost of like a normal item.
Yeah.
I mean, it's retarded.
People are saying, why is the audio cutting in and out? Is it just me? I would say refresh the stream. All of our stuff is totally fine.
Is something wrong?
You guys, I would say you guys just hit refresh because our stuff, everything on our end looks great. Chelino with $5 says, I've won things 3 times, never got anything, so that's for real. How do I get my shit?
You have to contact me or I don't know how to get it to you. That's it.
We say it every time we give shit away. You have to contact April. If any one of the mods can put April's contact information in the chat so that people can get in touch with her so they can claim their prizes, please do that. And Chelino, whatever you've won, let us know.
Yet, I mean, check it out. If you message him, I've tried to say this so many times, you won't get your stuff because sometimes that message doesn't get relayed back to me.
You know, I will say this. When it comes to the PETA,
Yep.
I can't, and they're fighting this wool battle here. I can't believe they haven't fallen asleep.
From counting all these sheep.
Yeah, from counting all the sheep. Ha!
You didn't think I'd get it, did you?
I didn't think you get it. I'm very proud of you. That's very good.
Pretty quick.
I'm going to give you a bare bottom spanking later to say thank you.
Pick the right sheep.
I will pick the right cheek. Tell her the story of the mandible claw boss man. That'll get her engine going. Oh, yeah. Mick Foley used to do his finishing move was the mandible claw. He would take his middle and ring finger and shove it down your throat like this, and then he would claw your mandible. So basically have your whole bottom jaw in his mouth.
Guys.
Your whole bottom jaw in his hand and just pulling on it.
No.
Until you would tap out. He gave it to the big boss man once, and the big boss man puked all over the place.
Yeah, we don't do this now.
Can I give you the mandible claw and show you?
No.
Do you want to give me the mandible claw?
Nope.
Eventually, it became Mr. Socko. He would put a sock on his hand and just shove that down their throat.
I hope people understand how not okay that is.
Wrestling was good.
It's not, though. It's gay and weird. I mean, you talk about like drug-fueled homosexuality. Oh, my God. Fuck.
There you go. Thank you, Yule Gibbons. Yule Gibbons just put April's contact information in the chat if you need to get in touch with her because you won prizes. There you are. My Lost Interest says, I won the last drawing. Can I get April's phone number?
Absolutely, sir.
Taste Fairy says, Bray Wyatt did it too. Yeah, Bray Wyatt did the mandible claw, but I don't think that's okay. I think it should be Mick Foley's.
Bray Wyatt was a troubled person.
What do you mean? He's fine now.
Yeah, now that he's behaving beyond the grave, I'm sure.
Yes, it's just beyond the grave. Yeah, he had some mental issues, unfortunately. April is about to go to get a whole bottle of booze after this and give you a fish hook. I want her to give me the mandible claw.
I don't want to. I don't want any part of that world.
Right. My Lost Interest sent me a DM. He sent me a link, and it's called Hobo Tears. Let's check it out. I want to see My Lost Interest's latest work. Hobo Tears.
Oh, I have to sneeze.
Come on.
It's a broken link.
Open. I want to watch it. April, how many people? 30?
Yep.
30 people. All right, Hobo. Fuck you. I don't even think you were really in the military. I think you're lying. There we go. See?
It's just rude.
Hobo is all the way stolen valor.
All the way.
All the way. All right, let's get on to our next thing because those PETA whores are really stupid.
Yeah, we literally, get this, guys. We keep sheep alive to give them haircuts over and over again and sell their goods. But
that's
animal
bad.
abuse.
Yeah. We need to so PETA's position is we need to stop wool. You know what they're going to do the minute you stop wool? You know what the farmers are going to say?
What?
All right, time to kill all the sheep.
That's just it. They'll kill them for meat.
You
know what that's called? Mutton.
Wait a minute. You're not going to use these sheep anymore to produce wool for clothing? No, we're not going to let you anymore. PETA has completely shut you down. All right, chop all their fucking heads off and sell them for meat. Like, wait, what are you doing? It's like,
right.
Well, now that we can't use them for wool anymore, there's really no reason to keep these fucking things alive.
Fuck them.
Jesus, that wasn't our intent. Oh, are you saying you as PETA did not think this shit through? Remarkable. Cicciolino with $5 says, I don't have any of that social. Do you have an email? Here you go, bud.
I do. Yes. Aaron is putting it in the chat right now.
April Imholt, STMS at gmail.com. There you go, buddy. It's right there in the chat.
I'll look for your email.
All right, guys, let's check out this next one. When you buy a house, I want to make sure, because some of you have, some of you haven't. But if you ever buy a home, I want you to make sure you get the thing fully inspected. Don't skimp on the inspection, because especially in a competitive housing market where there's a lot of buyers, a lot of people, to get an edge on their offer, will say, we won't even do an inspection. Don't ever offer that. Always get the inspection done.
Yep.
Because you never know what you're going to miss.
You might miss something horrific.
Exactly. For example, this next story.
Top stories on CBS News Colorado. Imagine buying a house, going through what the previous homeowners left behind, and finding human remains. Well, that's what happened to one family in Grand Junction. The Mesa County Sheriff's Office says they went to a house on Pinion Avenue on Friday afternoon. The new homeowners were cleaning out leftover belongings in a recently sold house. That's when they discovered a bag, and it was confirmed that what was inside was a human head found in a deep freezer on the front lawn. Officials say at this point there is no threat to the public.
Well, no, I mean, it's just a head.
Okay.
What's he going to do to anybody?
Who did that?
The last owners well,
Nah, somebody just left it there for safekeeping.
the last owners or somebody knew the house wasn't occupied anymore and they went in and snuck a head into a freezer. I don't know.
They said the freezer was in the front yard, though. The hell is it doing out there?
That
So
head was probably starting to rot.
yeah, so
right?
it's not on. It's not frozen.
And did you hear what street they found it on?
Grand Junction?
No, Pinion Avenue. Found it on Pinion Avenue. But that's just the street it was on. Do you know the cross street?
What, Aaron?
Pinion Avenue. But there was also, they were coming down Rack Street. So actually, the cross street was Rack and Pinion. Rack and Pinion. You see,
You're hurting me right now.
like steering, rack and pinion.
What the hell?
It's a brilliant joke.
No, I don't get it.
No, I know you
You
don't.
should explain it further.
You know what? I forgot. You're a girl. You're a girl. That's
Allegedly.
and that's my fault.
Allegedly.
I mean, what do we need to know whose head this was. We need to know where the head came from. We need to know what the last owners know about this. You can't just leave the news story at, we found a head in a freezer.
Hold on. That was all they said?
Yes, that was the end of the story.
You can't just end it by saying, oh, there's no threat to the public, but there was a human head in a freezer.
Yeah.
Was this an adult head? Was it a baby? Was it...
Oh, could you imagine
new
finding
or
a
old?
baby head in a freezer? That would
can't-
fuck you up
No,
forever.
in general, I can't imagine finding any head in a freezer.
Oh, my God. Oh, Douchey Nazi is letting us know that Al Snow actually lived there. Oh, well, then that makes sense.
I figured it was Dahmer. He also had a head in his freezer.
Oh, you don't know Al Snow?
Mm-mm.
Do you know what Al Snow did for a living?
Nope. Killed people?
He was a pro wrestler. You see, Al Snow, when he came to the ring, would have a mannequin head. And he would talk to the mannequin head, and the mannequin head would talk to him. And then he would...
No mental illness in the wrestling at all.
No. Al Snow theme, WWE. And then this was his theme song, because he had the mannequin head with him. Here, April.
What does everybody want?
And then you'd yell, head!
We want head?
Yeah. That was their chant.
Wow, that's not gay at all.
What does everybody need?
Head! You'd shout that out during his theme song. Is there more?
This is really bad.
Head!
This is really bad.
And that was Al Snow's gimmick.
I want you to know how bad that was.
Was it really?
That was literally so bad.
Damn. Al Snow is in better shape now than he ever was in WWE, says Aristocrat King Yeti. He's fucking smart, too. I've wrestled with D'Lo Brown, and he's really smart at, like, putting matches together and psychology and shit. They say Al Snow is even 1,000,000 times better than he is, which April does not give a fuck.
It's just that the more I see from the wrestling world, the gayer it seems.
Well, yeah, that's kind of part of the fun. Is that it's gay and dumb.
But it's like gay for a shoot.
Right.
Not like gay, it's gay for real.
Not like gay, like, oh,
Not
gay.
just like I dabble in gay. It's
No,
like, it's
just,
really gay.
It's suck a dick gay, you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Show her Val Venus. She's already seen Val Venus. She was nonplussed by Val Venus.
I've been saturated with wrestlers.
She thinks Randy Orton's hot. She thinks Roman Reigns is hot. That's about it.
Yes.
Those are her only two.
And they're probably shitty people. They're just hot.
Randy Orton, take it back. He's a saint. Although
How would I ever know?
Although when he was a younger wrestler, he used to play pranks on female wrestlers, like he shit in their purses.
I'm revoking hotness.
Really? Because
based on that.
He was 20-something and he took a shit in... I can't remember which female wrestler it was, but the rumor is he took a shit in somebody's bag.
Yeah, I'm out.
Damn.
You shit in somebody's bag, I think you gotta go.
How about Batista? Was he hot or was he gross
I don't
looking?
remember.
The actor?
Batista?
Dave Batista?
Oh.
He was a wrestler first.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, yeah. Dave Batista made his bones as a member of Evolution.
Get
yeah,
outta
he
here.
was a world champion. He was like one of the top
believe
guys.
you.
Yes.
I don't believe you at all.
Dave Batista made his living as a wrestler.
No, I refuse to
and
believe.
then became an actor. What do you think about Dave Batista? That's it?
Yeah.
Is it because you don't like Filipinos and he's part Filipino?
Tiny bit.
Okay, fair enough. Did you really not know Batista was a wrestler? Oh, yeah. He was the animal Batista.
Show me a picture. Are we getting our lines crossed here?
All right, here. Dave Batista. That guy.
I actually don't even know who that is. I know the name.
Oh, really?
I can't put the face to the name, though. I've heard the name.
So you don't...
Oh, you don't know.
You've heard of the actor Dave Batista, but you've never actually seen the actor Dave Batista.
Like, if somebody were to give me, like, flashcards and, like, so put the name to this face, like, I would have known the name, not known the face.
By the way, do you think he was on steroids when he was in WWE? Let me show you some pictures. There you go.
Sheesh.
Do you think he was on steroids at all?
I mean, there's a chance. That's just, like, too much for me. I don't need that.
Do you think that guy was on steroids?
Yeah. Look at those fucking traps. Are you kidding me?
You don't think those traps are natural?
I could touch them. It's going to rupture. It's so full.
Okay. Well, April.
That is remarkably unattractive.
Look, guys, April's a cynic. She thinks Batista was on steroids.
I don't like him.
It's unbelievable. Guys, 30 people have qualified for our VIP drawing tonight. If you want in, it's $10 on any platform. There's 30 entries. So go ahead if you'd like to. Otherwise, we're already $40-50 into tomorrow, I think. Thank you, everybody. Moonshine Talking with Dan says, I've been in the ring with Batista.
Oh. See, I feel like Batista's so big he takes up the whole ring.
My Lost Interest says, reason for divorce, April? April. Too much wrestling talk.
Maybe.
She's watched me wrestle.
Yeah, but that's different. It's different watching somebody like you care about do something that they enjoy versus like watching somebody nerd out over these gay, sweaty, huge steroid monsters.
Guys, what April's trying to say is she would rather watch me wrestle than John Cena. That was her opinion.
Probably. It'd be less gay.
All right, let's go to this next story so we can make Mersh cry. Here you go, everybody.
It's hard to imagine anyone being able to harm an animal, but it's a reality that animal shelters and rescue organizations see all too.
Wait, what was that? One more time. What was that,
But
ma'am?
it's a reality that animal shelters and rescue organizations but it's a reality that animal shelters and rescue organizations
She's stroking out a little.
What did you just say?
And rescue organizations
I don't know what an orization is. I can't continue with this story because first I need to find the definition of an orization.
I don't know what an orization is.
Oh, you know what it is? It's when you take a log of wood and you fashion a canoe oar out of it. That's orization.
Really fascinating.
No, really, it's really fascinating. No, fastening is what you do if you try to attach the oar to anything else. You would fasteninize it.
It's fashioning an oar out of anything.
Fashioning an oar would be orization.
Look at her face, too. I think she's having a stroke. No joke.
She might be falling apart a little bit. No, I believe nowadays what we call them are medical emergencies. We don't say stroke or heart attack anymore.
Sponsored by who?
Or Pfizer.
See all too often. Carly Schreck shares a heartbreaking story of a trio of kittens left for dead in Wasilla and the efforts made to save them.
God damn it, why did you do that? They were that close.
They're kittens.
Yeah, fuck them. There's too many of them anyway.
They haven't lived long enough to be a problem.
They haven't lived long enough to miss life when it's gone either.
Maybe they should just unleash a bunch of feral cats in New York City and kill all the rats.
Well, then how are you going to get the cats? You're going to have to bring in the dogs. Then you got to bring in I forgot how the old lady who swallowed a fly. Maybe that's what happened to New York. Some lady swallowed a fly, and now we're here.
Maybe.
Now we're in the rat stage, and we have to get the cats in there.
A warning tonight, some of the photos and details in this story
are going to make me hard.
I'm going to cry.
Because it's cats being tortured.
I hate this shit.
Oh, fuck these demon monsters.
They're fine. They're kittens.
Could be disturbing for some viewers.
Nina is a happy, playful kitty.
Is she?
She's cute, curious.
Not going to be that way forever. Pretty soon they're going to get fat, lay on the couch all day, and if you try to sit there, they're going to scratch your neck.
Look at that little gay F word. So cute.
An international nap champion, curled up next to her new best friend, Otzi. It's hard to believe
Where's Halsey? See Halsey and Otzi.
Probably with a lady.
Probably.
Somewhere.
2 weeks ago, Nina was in the fight for her life. The story Cami Mariquin, Nina's foster with Clear Creek Cat Rescue, was told was that Nina was found in the woods near the Three Bears off KGB Road by Good Samaritans.
KGB Road. Pay that man his money.
Seems like a dangerous road to be on.
KGB Road does not fuck around. People disappear there.
Yep.
On KGB Road.
I'd be scared.
Want a cookie?
I want a cookie.
We don't stop until one of us has it all. Your fate sits right beside you. You can't believe what fell.
After their dog led them to an abandoned kennel. Inside that kennel, a trash bag. And inside that trash bag, the unthinkable.
When they opened
Yeah, I know the unthinkable. Live cats.
Hold on, I want to see.
I open a garbage bag. Those cats better be fucking dead.
Aaron.
the trash bag, there was a dead kitten.
Oh my God, a penis? Why would there be a dick in a trash bag? What's that? Well, it's blurred out, so I just assumed that it was somebody's cock. Is this story making you sad?
It's a kitten.
Ugh.
Didn't do anything.
You've gone soft.
Her name's Ember. And then there was Aiden, who was very cold, kind of out of it.
Probably should have put him out of his misery. He's probably not feeling very well at all. You probably would have done him a service.
Do you have a heart?
Not for cats, no.
What did that cat do to anyone?
Nothing. It's just not useful to me. I hate cats.
Do you realize some people see fetus cells as the same thing?
I know, I get that. I understand. Believe me, I understand how some people are pro-choice. I do. I get it. But
I get it.
I honestly, if you took misoprostol and you killed a clump of cells, I would think you were a worse person than if you caved a kitten's head in with a shovel.
Well, I mean,
fuck those animals.
That's kind of a weird apples to oranges comparison, but
you're right. It's a little too close. Like, it's not as big of an exaggeration as I thought.
Strange.
And not able to walk. And then there was Nina, and she was just wailing.
It was already too late for...
Sounds annoying to me. Probably should wrap that bag up and put a twist tie around it and call her a night.
Sounds annoying. Can you imagine as kitty siblings sitting in there with your dead one? Oh, come on. You don't forget that.
Should have been born a dog, then people would have loved you.
No, people do this to puppies too.
No, they probably should. Those people should be executed.
Oh, really? What if they're pit bull puppies?
Well, now we got to have a conversation. Ooh, that's a good idea. If you don't want anyone to suffer, except I want the pit bull to suffer, put a pit bull in a garbage bag with 3 kittens. There we go. Nobody gets hurt, except the pit bull who suffers.
The pit bull suffers?
Well, when he's out of cats to eat, he suffocates and dies.
You have no heart, sir.
Not for pit bulls, no. I mean, honestly, if they rounded them all up and they did away with the breed, I think it would improve humanity.
What if they put them in there with like Rex bunny babies?
What are Rex bunny?
Oh, go look up a Rex bunny real quick.
Let me get this story done and then remind me to look up Rex bunny.
For Ember and for Aiden.
Oh.
Well, the vets did everything they could to save him.
Oh, don't show me that picture and then tell me he died.
Aiden didn't make it. That's one less cat that's going to fuck up the furniture, piss all over your floor, scratch your guests.
Look at that beautiful kitty.
Fuck up that front part of your couch
Hold
that they always
on.
seem to go like this at.
What if that kitty brought so much joy to like one of your children or
Then
something?
teach
one
your
day?
children how to
Like,
get joy out of real pets, like a dog.
I never had inside animals growing up, but I had like multiple barn cats, and some of them were like a best friend when you're out there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
Come on.
I mean, different strokes, I guess, but
They were
Don't-
good mousers.
don't shame me for what I like.
What? Okay, real question though.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, you never had cats growing up.
No.
Why do you hate cats so much?
Because my cousin had a cat named Oreo. And
Stupid
Oreo would
bitch.
sit on the arm of the chair right by the entryway to their house. And it would hiss and attack and like scratch at your legs and scratch at your arms and like seriously attack you. And because
This one cat.
because it wasn't my cat, I couldn't do what I wanted to do to Oreo, which was, and I fantasized about this a lot. I wanted to grab it by the scruff of its neck and slam its face into the door until it was dead.
I wanted to kill that cat. Legit.
You're on like PETA's like watch list.
Remember how Brad Pitt killed that chick in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah, I do.
I wanted to do that to Oreo. I fucking hated that cat.
Holy shit.
And that made me hate cats forever.
Look, I had a mean cat once too, but we actually had a lot of like stray tomcats that would come up and like try to kill our cats.
Did those cats strut by chance? The stray cats? Stray cats strut? Did they do that when you saw them?
You're a strange being.
Yeah, I'm not normal, you know?
And I don't know where this comes from, really.
Probably upbringing.
And he just, you can't, all I could do was apologize to him and tell him it wasn't his fault. And, you are so loved, and it's just love him and let him go.
See, that's the difference between me and her. That's not how I handle dying cats. I handle dying cats the way John C. McGinley handled Sloth in the movie Seven.
Wow.
I lean in and I go, you got what you deserved.
See, maybe I have too big of a heart. When one of our mama cats would have a litter out in the barn, I had this one stupid bitch cunt of a cat. Her name was Angel.
Angel,
Get this. She was a cunt.
Wow, kind of proving my point. Cat named Angel, total bitch.
But she was like the one bad cat I ever had.
Yeah.
And ironically, her name was Angel. Stupid cat. She was the worst mother ever. She'd get knocked up all the time, and she'd have litters of kittens, and she'd like lay on them and suffocate them to death when they were too small.
What color was Angel?
Siamese colored.
What color is that?
White.
Oh.
Like that white with the gray tips.
Was she overweight?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, there goes that racial joke.
No, it's just like she would like lay on her kitties and like start suffocating them and killing them so they couldn't get out of under her fat tummy to go nurse. She'd suffocate them, so I'd have to go check on her all the time and yank them from underneath her.
Did she ever kill them?
Yes.
How many babies did she kill?
Too many, like 3 litters worth. But like on occasion, I would try to nurse some of them back to health.
Why didn't you cut her fucking head off after the second litter?
I didn't know how.
Why didn't you take a shovel, right? And you wait till it's sleeping, and then you fucking start bashing its goddamn head in.
Well, I still needed her to nurse them as she could try, like occasionally. She's just the dumbest cat I'd ever seen, but I tried to like... Whereas you would have just let all the cats suffocate to death under her fat tub, like I tried to nurse them to health.
She would have got 1 litter from me. And then after that, I just cave everybody's...
I thought you were pro ending cats.
Right, well, I'd wait until the litter was dead so she could do that solid. But then I'd bash her head in with a shovel so she couldn't do it again.
I always tried to save them, And then, those little boxes that you buy nails in? It's like the blue and white boxes that literally says nails on top.
And then you load them into a gun and shoot all the cats? Yes,
No.
I understand.
When she would kill off her poor litter of kitties, I'd have to pile them into a nail box and bury them back in the pet cemetery, and broke my heart every time.
So if we dig around in your parents' backyard or your parents' yard, we'll find little kitty carcasses?
Yeah.
Fuck.
We have a pet cemetery. Yeah, that's what happens when you live on a farm.
Holy balls.
That's a real thing.
Here's what I'd like to do with cats. I'd like to find little cats that are fat cats that are lying around being useless, and I'd like to bring that nail thing that Anton Chigurh has and
That's not a nail thing.
It's a nail. It shoots a nail into your head. Yeah.
I don't think that's a nail.
Yeah.
It's like a metal.
Well, it's like a spike, but it's like a nail.
Yeah, my favorite dog is buried back there too.
Oh, shit.
Ginger.
Any people? You can tell me.
I don't know.
Matsu Animal
Maybe a
Care
survey
says
taker?
there is an open investigation.
Jehovah's Witness.
This could be a case of animal cruelty, and yes, it's very significant. And we
wrong. It can't be animal cruelty if it's a cat.
do take these very seriously.
The shelter's director, Chris Loskar, says it's a frustrating scenario, especially when the shelter exists to avoid things like this from happening in the first place.
Right, you didn't have to bag him and kill him. Just bring him to the shelter. Somebody else will love him.
I do agree with April. You don't have to bag them. That's not okay.
So he's about to say it's a waste of a garbage bag.
It's a waste of a garbage bag when you could just bury them alive. It's totally fine.
Have you ever tried to hold a live cat anywhere that it doesn't want to be?
I've heard that even dying animals can be obstinate. That's what I learned from the movie Robin Hood.
They do like to fight and protest a bit.
7-day-a-week operations. We have an officer available 24/7.
What's important for Mariquin now is that Aiden and Ember's story lives on through
Look
Nina.
at that little thing.
Whoever adopts Nina will know the story of both of you, of all of you, and
Oh, that's great. Whoever adopts this cat will have a horrifying image burned into their brain of these cats being suffocated in a garbage bag. Enjoy your new pet.
You don't want to pet that little kitty?
Swinging around.
He doesn't
by
look
its
soft.
tail. Ugh, I hate him. Get a real pet.
You're such a...
I don't like them.
I don't know
they
what
look
the word
mangy.
is.
Their hair looks gross.
They look mangy.
Yeah.
Their hair looks gross.
Their hair looks gross. What?
It's just mean.
Speak your piece. Like your barn cats didn't have matted down fur and smelled like shit?
I helped them comb it out.
Ugh.
Well, everything smells like shit in the barn. I actually don't mind that smell when you're in a barn.
Comb their hair with a rapier and be done with it.
this cannot happen. It was so
Disavow.
wrong. So wrong.
It
on so
did.
many
It did
levels.
happen, though. I'm sorry.
You're right. You're correct. It is wrong.
What is
They
this cat-
shouldn't be there.
What is happening in this picture?
That people educate themselves on their options to surrender. So what happened to her and her siblings never happens again. Carly Schreck, Alaska's news source.
Alaska. God, you couldn't finish the job in
Aw,
Alaska?
see,
It's a tundra, for
You
Christ's
put them
sake.
outside in Alaska, like in a bag, so they couldn't do anything.
Right.
They can last in the cold. I mean, all of my barn cats always made it through the winter just with a little frostbite on their ears.
1-2 skip to my Lou says, long time, no donation. I'm celebrating tonight being last night of parenting. My last kids turn 18 tomorrow, officially
Nice.
punching out. Great show so far, but laughing already 10 minutes in. Thank you, buddy. $20 from him. He qualifies twice
Thank you.
for the VIP drawing tonight. We are at 32 of you for that drawing. I want to catch up with people on this story because the chat was very busy
People are polarized on cats.
during this whole thing. Yeah, they people like them, people hate them, but I will admit they don't hate them as much as I do. Oh, by the way, if we knock out our goals Thursday and Friday, we're going till 11 o'clock both days.
All right.
Are you ready for that?
No.
We owe them.
Yeah, I know. It's just when it comes around to that hour, it definitely gets a little sleepy in here.
It does. It's a long time to be on the air. That's for sure.
Well, it's sitting here, yeah, with no breaks.
That's why on Friday we're going to watch Big Money Rustlers.
Oh, tits.
You want to do that? Or do you want to?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Or should we have April watch Kingpin for the first time and do a watch along?
Can I do that on Rumble?
Yeah.
Oh.
You want to do a Kingpin watch along?
What's that about?
It's Woody Harrelson and Randy Quaid. It's a bowling movie. It's a comedy. Bill Murray's in it.
I don't hate that.
All right. Then we're good. We're doing it. So 9, we'll probably need like 9 o'clock till 11 to pull that one off, I think.
Well, then that means we have to knock out goals by 9, right?
Yep, we'll have to knock Rumble Linked Friday goals out by 9 o'clock, and then we'll do Kingpin watch along.
Okay.
At 9 o'clock. JoJo says she's never seen Kingpin. What the fuck, right? Yeah, we're doing...
I like how Cholino says, shut up, April, for fuck's sake, but he wants me to send him things.
Wow.
That's not the way to get your stuff, sir.
John Domingo says, have you checked Venmo? Yes, we already put you in the drawing. Absolutely. So, guys, if we knock out Friday, we're going to go till 11, and at 9 o'clock, we're going to watch Kingpin together as a family. Isn't that fun?
Weird.
We're going to do the drawing in about 20 minutes. There's already 32 of you in. If you want to get in, you can, but there's lots of you in there as it is. Let's go to our next topic. This is the state of Oklahoma is going to war with furries, which I think is a good thing. I think...
Well,
I kind of believe like Sean Strickland does, like we've normalized way too much shit.
okay, but this actually scares me in a new way that there's enough furries out there to go to war with non-furries. I was kind of hoping it was
There are
just
not
like,
a lot of furries out there.
I was just kind of hoping it was a sprinkling of them,
No,
if
there's-
any.
I don't think there's that many of them.
Well, then how do we have a war?
Well, they're trying to snuff this whole thing out before it gets to be a bigger deal.
So they're pulling it out root and stem?
Either exactly, April. Root and stem is what Oklahoma's doing.
I know somebody else who tried to do that with groups.
Yeah, how'd he do?
I mean, it was a rough road.
You know what I heard? That close.
Really close.
That close. Wait a couple years to invade Russia.
Let them weaken.
Couldn't help himself. Before the 2024 Oklahoma legislative sessions begin, Thousands of bills will be filed, and most will never come close to becoming law. One Oklahoma lawmaker, Representative Justin Humphrey, decided to file a bill targeting furries, or people in a subculture interested in anthropomorphic animal characters in Oklahoma schools. So, furries are people who dress up like furry animals, and they kind of like live out that life, like they stay in character.
I don't know which one makes me more uncomfortable, furries or the baby play stuff.
Oh,
that one really scares
how about
me.
pony play?
That I almost consider furry stuff.
You consider that a
That's like a
offshoot
subdivision of furries.
Okay. Yeah. I think the baby play one to me is more troubling because at least furries, they're putting on a costume and there's like layers of nobody there in a way. Whereas the baby play thing, they're literally dressing up as a baby, pissing and shitting in a diaper. It's fucking disgusting.
You're changing a human diaper. But an adult. Babies are like passable.
People who are into baby play should absolutely be committed to an insane asylum.
Yeah. But I'm almost there with furries too.
Furries, perhaps.
They're semi-funny if you can look at it with like a certain lens, I suppose.
Sure.
But they're disturbing.
Raz of Chaz with $10 says, April, I'm going out to feed my chickens and pick up eggs. What's your favorite kind of cock?
Oh. I like the really colorful ones with the multicolored tail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting to know. It's good to know. Alaric says there's two types of furries, people who like anthro animals and role-playing online, and the ones who legit act like a cat and poop in a litter box.
See, that's got to go. We can't function in society. We're not doing litter boxes. No. It's not all right with me.
Humphrey's bill would ban students who purport to be an imaginary animal or animal species or who engage in anthropomorphic behavior, commonly referred to as furries, at school from participating in class and school activities. Now, here's the problem with this bill. There is no evidence that this is a problem in any schools. Remember there was that rumor that there was a school in Wisconsin and they were letting kids use litter boxes and shit? That turned out not to be true.
I would shut down that entire school if that were true.
I'd shut down the entire district.
Yeah, the whole thing's done. If somebody in there is allowing litter boxes, we're done now.
Those schools you can close down and give to migrants.
Yeah, no more funding for you. Sorry.
By the way, that story, the Wisconsin furries, litter box kids in the school story, you know that was tailor-made for like people you grew up with in Litchfield.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's like shit that people from my hometown sit and jerk themselves off angrily to. Like, oh, it's fucking decline of society.
Was that the story that you and I had to awkwardly convince your mother wasn't true, or was there a different one? Remember when you and I were like, if she brings this particular story up? Oh, no, I think it was the Somali crucifix story, or like the Cross Walmart checkout story. And we were like,
I don't know.
We're going to have to tell her that this one's not real. And you were like, she's going to fight that one.
This must have stuck with you harder than me. I don't remember.
Yeah. Because it was early on in our relationship because I'm like, oh, yeah, Litchfieldians believe.
You weren't prepared to deal with my parents?
Yeah, no, I wasn't prepared to deal with Litchfield, like.
Oh, the small town brains?
The shit they buy into.
Yeah. Well, my mom's extra from a small town. She's from Darwin.
Yeah, Darwin doesn't even have people.
That's
listed.
not really people. It's just a twine ball.
Yeah.
And a couple bars.
Rusty Grammar says wrong. St. Cloud School District has litter boxes.
Shut the fuck up.
I can't.
Stop it.
I'm the kind of person, I need photos before I buy that shit.
Pics or it didn't happen.
I'll
believe you if you can show me evidence.
No. Jojo says that rumor was going around my hometown. Chances are if it's going around everyone's hometown, it didn't happen. You know what does happen? Football players get sodomized with broken broomsticks.
And plunger handles.
That
really does happen.
Really any cumbersome wooden object.
Oh, God.
They shove it up the ass.
What is that called?
Sodomy?
No.
Sodomy. You.
No, I have this wooden object in my brain and I can't think of what it's called.
A paper towel holder? Roll?
No.
Thing?
You know what? I've moved on to candelabra now.
All right.
That's not wood.
My Lost Interest says thinking April in a furry kitty costume wouldn't be bad. I'd buy it.
I appreciate you, sir.
I'd buy it. All right, so let's find out. So this guy thinks that there's litter boxes in the schools that are letting the kids, be furries and all this shit. And he's going to make a law that says you can't do that or you're going to have to hear from him.
Well, I'm okay with that law. No offense. I don't care how ridiculous it sounds or if it doesn't need to happen. I'm fine with it.
This is one of those things where, like, even if this isn't happening, it's just good to have it on the books.
Yes.
The bill would require parents or guardians to pick the student up from school.
Okay.
But if parents are unable to pick the student up, the bill says animal control services shall be contacted to remove the student.
Fucking hilarious. Yeah, if you want to identify as a cat,
We'll treat you like
fine.
one.
Animal control's coming to get your ass.
Show up and put them down.
I would love that if some dumbass student is sitting on the ground on all fours, hissing and clawing, as animal control puts the loop around their neck and wrangles them into the van.
This one's rabid.
We got a live one here.
Humphrey has made headlines in recent years in his advocacy of prison reform, capital punishment reform, and rural development. Oh, that's all they have on him. All right.
But that's not ridiculous to me. Because there are some students out there, like rarely, but they do exist, that probably think that they can get away with that shit.
You think so?
Yes, I do.
And they'll give it they'll try it until somebody stops them?
They'll give it the old college try just to see if they can get away with it.
You might be right. Oh, My Lost Interest has a new video up. Fun. It's a fight between our buddy Stevie Lou and Ray DeVito. I'm rooting for Stevie Lou in that one.
All day.
Jesus, Ray DeVito's obnoxious.
How old is Ray DeVito?
I think, I don't know.
I can't tell if he's 37 or 57.
Right? I think he's in his 40s. I think he's probably about Chad's age, actually.
How old is Chad?
48?
48.
48. Kraken Slappin says Ricori supposedly had a vote on kitty litter, but was voted down because it was bad for pregnant girls.
It is.
Yeah, but how fucked up? Like, how fucked up is your high school? What a mess that you have so many pregnant girls that you have to worry about that, and you're bringing up the kitty litter because there's kids that think they're cats that want to piss in it.
Stop wanting to use kitty litter. Have you ever handled kitty litter?
No.
It's disgusting. It's powdery. It stinks. It stinks on its own. Like when you dump it out into a litter box, there's like a cloud of dust from it and it smells. And if you inhale it, you're like for like 5 minutes. And then you can't get this chalky taste out of your mouth. It's fucked up.
That's
the whole kitty litter situation is ass.
Another reason to just do away with the animal completely.
No, just have barn cats and let them shit out in the wild.
Fair enough. We need to talk about something before we go on to our next story. I wanted to show a little baby play and pony play stuff.
You never looked up Rex bunnies.
Oh, I got to look up Rex bunnies. So and then we got to do the drawing in about 10 minutes or so.
Gay.
Quick question.
No. Crumble? Yes.
What are we doing after the program? Well, now you just said Crumble. Are we making an appearance on Keanu Cast?
I'm not. I'm too tired.
Okay, we're not doing Keanu Cast. Are we going to Booties, or are we going to watch a movie together and just hang out?
Booties?
Yeah.
When was that on the table?
I just always throw booties out there now.
I hate that I get excited about it because in my head I was like, God, unfortunately I don't really have anything going on, so like I could just lay around and eat and fall asleep.
Now that I convinced all you guys that Boudreaux's is fucking cool, Boudreaux's is on the table now.
I love Boudreaux's.
We could go to Boudreaux's for one or two, or we could just go upstairs and watch a movie and hang out.
Part of me earlier, so we went to the gym today. I ran to Foley by myself to get the merch that I'll send out tomorrow, and I went to Midland Armory. But that drive alone is so boring. I got so sleepy after it.
Yeah.
I was like, partway through this show, I'm like, I could just go lay down and sleep. But you say Boudreaux's and like it's like a light bulb turns on, and I'm like, I could always. I'm the kind of person that even if I'm tired, I could pull my shit together to go out for a little bit.
Booties.
I don't know. I don't like that you mentioned that to me because now I'll feel bad that I didn't.
No, let it go. Let it go. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
Aaron, what just happened?
Don't tell them.
That's really embarrassing.
Don't tell them. All right, guys, I want to show you the bar that we're thinking of. This is such a fun place. It's like, 10, 15 minutes from our house?
It's
on the other side of town.
We'll call it a nice 12-minute drive.
Ooh, 12 minutes.
It's a cute little shoebox. It's kind of where like we started dating too. Remember you, me, and Johnny had
We went on a date there.
No. You, Johnny, and I were doing the limo thing before a comedy show. Very early on. It was the stretched Hummer.
Yeah.
The green and black one. And we stopped at Boudreaux's like the first place.
Oh, you and I went to Boudreaux's again another
right
time, and we played games and stuff there. Yeah, you're right. But that was the first time.
Yeah.
You are correct. You are correct, sir. Yeah, this is just a little shithole bar. See, there's the door where you come in. There's the door where you come in.
Lucky
and
door.
It's literally this bar There's a row of tables that goes down the length of the little shoebox building, and then you just kind of have to wiggle your way between. It's pretty awesome.
I want them to show the jackholes picture.
There's the bar area.
It's not jackholes, it's a-holes.
A-holes.
Gotta get that right.
They've got a Silver Strike bowling and a Golden Tee machine. They've got A-holes on the wall. They have meat rat. Look at booties. Look at that's hashtag different Boudreaux. That was a different stools and shit.
That's Louisiana.
There it is. There's the front. Look at that place. Look, and by the way, that's the width of the building. What you see in that picture there? That's Boudreaux.
It's literally a standalone shoebox of a bar.
And it's just, I'm trying to find.
It's cute. It's fun.
It's a fun little joint.
It's retarded how fun it is for how basic it is. I don't know.
We'll see what we're doing.
I don't know.
Chelino with $2 says, "Hey, fuckface, send my winnings." You know it wasn't going to get here by the end of the show, right?
You're literally watching me exist right here. You know that I didn't do it yet, right?
Sandy Squatch says, 35 years ago, I saw someone that just got mangled by a car running out the door of that bar into the road. Well, don't do that.
Now, do you think I have an email waiting from Chelino?
Do you have an email from Chelino? He says he sent it.
There it is.
All right, Chelino, your email has been received. There you go, buddy. Douchey Nazi says, sounds like an awesome bar, actually. I think Gino and Keanu would love Boudreaux. I know Gino would if he loves that shithole across from Compound. Sullivan's.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to show him.
He'll absolutely love that place. I got a sex teacher story. I got 5 minutes here. This one's perfect here. This is what we'll do until it's drawing time. Here you go, guys. This is one of my favorite guys for the day.
Every time the snow falls in East Nashville, he, or should we say it, appears.
Whoa. I don't think that's very PC, buddy.
Yeah, he looks too intense for this, too. And is that a Star of David on him?
I think, no, that's a snowflake.
Well, even worse then.
I don't, that's your opinion.
Of a feathered figure roaming the road.
A human-sized bird out in the snow. Some suspect foul play. Others
get the fuck out of here.
Chicken.
She said foul play.
Well, I don't get it. What does that mean?
You're not an outdoorsman, are you?
I'm making you explain the joke.
No, get it? Because foul, like it's
foul.
a bird. And foul play, there was a feathered creature in the road.
Yeah. So like he hit the ball and it went to the left of the line.
Yeah.
And that was foul. Yeah.
Ran afoul.
Oh, yeah.
In the snow, some suspect foul play. Others chuckle at the cheeky chicken.
I hate these two with the heat of 1,000 suns.
You don't like that he laughs at that?
Did you watch his face?
Yeah, he lit up. He really liked it.
He was really into that.
Yeah, he thought the cheeky little chicken thing was pretty good.
I'm disturbed.
News Channel 5's Austin Pollock went to see for himself.
Pollock is a fish, sir.
Well, you might be thinking all this snow and bitter cold has ruffled our feathers.
There's another one, April. Come on.
Hey, you better get your down jackets out.
We could use that for the other story, the Down syndrome jackets.
Something to giggle at on Monday in East Nashville.
Looking out the window, and a man was walking around in it.
No, I hadn't seen anything like it.
I have, however, seen dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, huh?
Walking the streets.
Well,
I hate this whole town.
Do you hate this whole city?
I don't know where this East
Nashville, yeah.
They get this much snow?
Not supposed to.
Ew.
It's a bit odd, but we're inquiring about something else.
No clue. At least 5'11".
Looks like Boudreaux.
6 foot range.
All right. Do I have your attention? Meet Kirsten, Shannon, Nathan, Faith, and Peter. I went around East Nashville today like a headless
It's way too
chicken
long for what this is.
For one reason.
I saw a man-sized chicken walking on two legs.
Look at that.
I thought you were talking about just a small chicken.
They only appear when it is snowing.
I'm hearing that this is a man-sized chicken.
Just
Why are you
like a
filming like
beacon.
this?
Coming through the snow, you see this chicken.
I wonder if this...
We're actually hearing it was a sick chicken.
Right, it took two people to
fuck a chicken.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Ernie and Astis saw this story and he said, keep fucking that chicken.
Is this really that big of a deal?
You think this is really stupid, don't
being
you?
so dramatic over this person in a chicken costume.
There's a guy who dresses up like a giant chicken. He walks around.
Get it? He's a giant cock.
Oh, you the big cock. Cock of the walk over here.
This will answer the age-old question of why did the chicken cross the road?
Fuck you. Suck my asshole. Now I'm not having a good time.
I'm guessing not.
A little cold to be in a chicken suit.
It was accompanied by other humans, though, so.
So this chicken was with
Stop
other
being
people.
this way.
Yes.
It's not a
Interesting.
chicken.
None of them had feathers.
Okay, then.
I think it's hilarious, and I want to see the chicken now.
Absolutely. When we were here yesterday, and as soon as Nathan
You don't like
pointed
these
out that
people?
the snow chicken was going by, everybody
playing
crowded to the
along.
windows.
Yeah.
Everyone got their phones out.
We have this photographic evidence and eyewitness accounts.
Just a guy who wants to go around walking around in a chicken suit when it's snowing outside, April. What's the big
What
deal?
does that chain say? What does that say?
SMW. Super meta. Fuck me. I'm not good at funny. It's time to go.
Not my eyewitness account.
And if it wasn't as cold, I'm a photographer, so I would have run out and asked him for a picture.
I would love to know.
You have to be a photographer to ask someone to take a picture? Okay, Snooty. Somebody just wanted to mention they're a photographer.
What bothers me about this whole story is all of these people that they keep weird dramatic filming.
Yeah.
They're all playing along like as if this is some dramatic large bird.
Yeah.
And they're calling it a chicken. It's a person. You're all doing the same stupid shit.
You don't like these people.
I don't like this whole I will not go there because I don't like them that much.
Fair enough.
A little bit more about this bird.
It's worth it to see your reaction.
So would I. I'm Austin Pollock, News Channel 5.
You have a dumb name.
Who gives a cluck? Am I right? All right, April, let's do this drawing. How many names did we get for this?
32.
32 names. Let's go to the random number generator. Whoever wins this drawing is going to be a new Steel Toe VIP, which means you get us all your information. We're going to give you all of the merch, the 3 t-shirts, the hoodie, the 2 stickers. We're going to give you 2 free tickets to every comedy show we ever do. You're entered every month into a $100 drawing, and all that for your $10 entry into this drawing. Let's go ahead and spin this thing and see who ends up becoming our next Steel Toe VIP. Number 3, April. Who was number 3?
Oh my God. Mindy Lee.
Mindy Lee is the winner
Aw.
of the Steel Toe VIP. Mindy Lee's going to get to stock up on a bunch more Steel Toe stuff.
Yes. She's
Very,
easy to
very
find.
cool.
I'm always in contact.
Mindy Lee is now
Congratulations.
a Steel Toe VIP. Thank you guys very much. We are now, 70, 50 or $70 into tomorrow morning, which if we knock out tomorrow's goal, we're going till 11 p.m. tomorrow. So thank you guys.
Load up on that caffeine.
All right, man. We will talk to all of you later. April, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we will see. Raz, we got you. We put your $10 in there. You're fine, buddy. All right, off we go. Back tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Central Time. Later.